It's not better.
We make
hashtag toxicity.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In my city.
But we never know what Leo's talking about. That's the beauty of Leo.
That's
Yep.
Leo for you.
That's
Sounds
it.
like a
We never
TV
know.
show. That's Leo.
Life with Leo.
Cue the laugh track.
Shit, that's the interwebs.
We don't have a laugh track anymore. We can't get to work. So, all right. We're going to hit this intro. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night. Guess what? It's time for what's the fuck's name of our show? Gaming Beyond the Slap.
Beyond gaming.
Gaming Beyond the Slap. That's it. Let's run this intro and let's get this shit started, folks. And we're back. Hi, everybody.
Shit, we're live.
Never gets old, dude.
It does.
I know. Oh, man, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit going on to talk about. We've got a lot of stuff. And Fork is in the middle of his vasectomy, so he will be with us shortly.
He's touching people, getting arrested, hiding closets.
Yes, but he will be with us shortly. Exactly.
Dr. Fork.
Yeah. That's what you want to call him. That's what we'll
I'm
go
sure it involves blood and crying, knowing him.
with. Yeah.
Dr. Fork.
All right, so let's start from the bottom right. And what is up, Mr. Husk? And what have you been up to, sir, besides Alcoholics Anonymous meetings that you just flat out refuse to go to?
Get that coin.
So, I just spent.
Come
3
on, you
hours with
clusterfuck.
Bomber.
Clusterfuck. Let's do it.
And yeah, it's been pretty boring up until Wednesday. I look forward to it every week. Here we are. Let's do it.
Yeah, and thank God. Thank people at Spectrum because my internet was out for 4.5 hours today. Finally, they got me back up about a little after 6 o'clock, so we got lucky.
They knew you had a podcast to do. That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm sure
They're
they
like, oh shit, we gotta get this up before Game Beyond the Box hits 8.
Yeah, I'm sure they really did not care.
They hit the Wilmy button. They're afraid of
That's it.
sending Fork over after them.
And next to Husk, we have the original Next Level Gaming, Michael Mullis. Michael, what is up, sir?
I'm doing pretty well, but the hell did I get into?
You have not.
Have you not watched the show before?
I'm sorry.
Did you not get the email with the warning label?
Yeah, I got a couple of warnings. Since yeah. Well, thanks for having me on, guys.
You sent in a waiver, right? Yeah, there's supposed to be a waiver. Maybe that's my bad, man. I'm sorry, Leo. I should have sent it to him.
Not a problem. Nah, it's good to be here with you guys.
PR department.
And then next, we have the man with the longest fingers in gaming. We have
Oh, Jesus. Creepy.
we have Bomber. What's up, Bomber?
Oh, what's going on, y'all? I'm happy to finally get to do something gaming-wise. Because, good God, I haven't been able to touch a console in a minute. But really just been doing some flooring. That's mainly what I've been doing and destroying my back. So that's been good. Been wearing a brace for the last 3 days. So
And a bra.
yeah. But it is what it is. But, of course, got to rep the best game in the world right here. So that's what we're doing.
B for vagina. Guys.
He's wearing his vagina shirt. It is on the front. Show him shirt. Show him shirt, Bomber.
Oh yeah.
See? D for vagina. Actually, knows the shape kind of like a deer, so he's in a deer vagina. But that's a whole issue for this podcast.
Deer vagina.
Deer hunter vagina. There we go.
Exactly. And then up top to the right, we have the one, the only, the stoner of the podcast. Ghost, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for everybody coming out. Fucking ready to talk about all the crazy shit going on in gaming and hear us talk about the dumb shit that goes on in our lives. Glad to be here.
Short and sweet and always bringing that energy. Next, in the middle.
Goddamn trash can kittens or whatever.
we
Trash
have
panda, goddamn it.
Oh, wait,
get right.
Hey,
We
trash
have
can.
the original trash can
identified
panda.
as a
Leo,
trash panda.
Son of a bitch.
Panda, that's it.
what is
What's up,
going on,
everybody?
Leo? And I could not help my mother's ways, sir. We all know she was a bitch, a slut, and a whore, but that's beside the point for this podcast. Go ahead.
I have to say, you lied to me. You're not my mom. You said you were earlier, but now that I see the video, that's a lie.
I hope I
Sir.
don't look like your mother. That's kind of weird.
Mama.
All right,
I'm doing-
and go ahead.
What you been up to, homie?
Shit.
The same thing a lot of people on the planet has been up to. I've been playing Sea of Thieves. I'm just fucking kidding. I've been playing The Last of Us 2. I could never get bored enough to play Sea of Thieves. There's just nothing. There's nothing in my life that could actually make me play that game.
It's not that bad a game. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
a bad opinion. You drink a lot, Huff. I'm not taking your opinion, sir. You drink way too much. All right, Leo, I'm going to pull you out because we have another Canadian on the stream tonight, and we're going to bring him in so he can say hello. What is up, Cloudfucker?
It's so weird. I was randomly scrolling porn websites and I clicked on a link and it brought me here. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but it's good to see y'all.
Oh, really? We're popping up on porn sites now, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No, it's
Hey,
good to be back on. It's been a while. I missed
says
everybody.
fingers. But
It's been a while, but I will save you the song version. So just don't want to do that to him. Oh my god. Thank you, Taylor Gaming, for the $4.99 super chat. Shout out to the Wilminator and
Wow.
crew, also Sea of Thieves.
See if
And
this
Sea
is
of
trash.
I'm assuming no one from Rare watches this show.
I would hope
probably not.
Probably
Well,
not
you never
even
know.
good.
But we do actually have Sean Layden that watches this show.
Mm-hmm.
Does he?
Sir. When we
True
have
story.
proof. And Sean, we are still trying to get you on the show, sir, but we want you to just wear a shirt that kind of fits. Okay.
You look like he's starting to look
Keep
like
the
Santa
beard.
Claus.
He has
Yeah,
to keep the beard.
See, that's why
If
he's going the beard is because of Bomber.
Absolutely. He's got to have a
got
beard.
Bomber envy. That's what
That's
it
right.
is.
Hey,
It's just
I'm
his
down with
is all white now.
it. I mean,
I can relate.
he's older. I mean, mine's going to be white soon because I have quite a bit of white up in here that keeps on peeking through. So I'm like, nope.
I can relate. I can't
You
pick on
dye it,
beard.
don't you, Bomber?
Beard's white. I just
Do
can't.
what?
You dyeing it?
Mm-mm.
You look
Do
like you
it.
dye it.
No. No.
Oh man, Gandalf was cool.
Yeah, get some white going.
Hey, if
You
I
wizard.
start looking old, I'll start looking old. I don't give a shit. If I lose hair, I lose
Hey.
hair. I mean,
That's me.
There you go.
That
Don't
is
feel
my-
bad. All of this is 3 kids. All of this
that's
right
what
here.
they
is-
do. That's what.
Oh, you got 3 too?
Oh yeah, 3 boys.
Ooh,
See,
shit.
you got it easy. Dude.
That's usually the reaction I get.
I had 1 son and 2 daughters.
Oh wow.
I
And-
have two.
Oh
I
my
have 2
God.
girls. So yeah.
I got like a Brady bunch.
Yeah, you do.
Brady bunch.
We know you do. That's why God created semen, so you know when to stop fucking.
I guess. Should have just made all men
Jesus.
sterile. Probably would have. Oh, I got shot. Fucking.
The
How's
hell
that
did
for
I
you?
I did this vasectomy. Are you kidding me? Now I can't have any more kids. Amazing.
I'm sorry. But do you need any more at this point?
No. The world is very.
You
Catch
got
up
what,
to the
14?
Duggars, man. Fuck.
You got what, 14, 15, 16, somewhere in that area?
I got 6 total.
See, I don't even know how you do it, dude. Does your,
I mean, you
does
got a
your-
whole
5
basketball
girls
team.
and 1 boy.
does your
right.
shit like just hang and swing now? Or?
She just looks at it, gets pregnant.
It just kind of goes wherever it wants.
He walks past her. Goes,
You're pregnant. You're pregnant.
She
You
soils up.
get a kid. You get a kid. You get a kid. Everybody gets a
It
kid.
swings like a pendulum and hypnotizes and does its magic.
No joke, man.
Oh, it's all fun and games because it's not your dick. So
Like Bomber's fingers.
Hey, look.
They
At
just don't have
least
skin.
somebody else can be talked about other than my damn fingers or some shit.
Exactly. And wait a minute. What does Infinite have to say here? Infinite says Bomber Sisters has husk. Kids in her mouth. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean,
That's rough.
she may gargle. I don't know.
I think she was a little jealous when we had Dreadpool on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, she wanted some dread.
Yeah, I think she
wanted
saw,
some dread.
saw that beard, man. And,
I mean,
Wanted to be a
that hair,
dreadite.
man.
yeah. A
You should
dreadite.
see her beard.
Dreadite. That's
That fucker had me covered too. His intro was solid.
I do promise we have topics, and we're actually going to start with those.
Stuff and things.
I don't believe you.
I believe me. That's all that matters. Matter of fact, did anybody see today? Matter of fact, it was just maybe an hour ago. I saw it. Thanks to the fine folks at Spectrum. Looks like Phil is throwing some shade towards PlayStation 5.
Well, maybe he is. I know.
He made. I mean, come on, dude. He made the comment. We want people to hear our games, not our console.
That's true.
Shit,
But
I didn't even see that.
I will say this though: the Scorpio, my ex, it gets pretty loud when it plays Call of freaking Duty right now. That thing's like whispering.
Dude, everything gets loud when it plays Call of freaking Duty. It's 385 gigabytes of pure bloatware.
That's so true.
Everything gets loud. Where the
But
fuck
no,
are
like,
you going?
see-
Bitch,
see,
we're live.
See, that's
Hey.
why I wish, like, I really do wish that I was able to like watch
Shut
that
off the
interview
air conditioner.
instead of read it, because I can't stand reading somebody's interview because half the time they leave stuff out and take it for what it is. But
Oh,
I mean,
matter of
if
fact,
those were the words he said, sweet. I mean, I guess it's kind of weird for him to stay those little jabs like that, but I mean, he keeps saying he's confident from after everything he's seen from their show to this sound of the console. So I mean, I don't know. It's kind of ballsy. Definitely kind of like everybody
I
says,
think
like
it's
Phil
way
is savage.
past. I think it's way
It's
past.
past
time.
due. Well, yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he's not been able to, I guess, show his EP, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is the time.
He
And
just
July
wanted to
is
come
gonna be
in
it.
and slap that Microsoft
Yeah.
penis, and he did.
hey, sometimes
Well,
you just gotta put it on the table.
Well-
So,
Hey, that's why you have 6 kids, right?
Doing it.
Just slap that shit on the table. Like, hey, baby.
I'm not ashamed of what God gave me. I don't know what to
Hey,
say.
that's right. Hey, there you go.
May not have always been the greatest financial move for me, but that's a whole other story.
Hey,
We're going to change your
Okay.
name to The Evil Tripod.
Matter of fact, Johnny brings us into our next topic because we're not going to touch the whole Phil Spencer thing quite yet because Bomber hit on it pretty well.
my
I
bad.
didn't get to watch the interview, so. But Johnny says Facebook and Microsoft joined up together is huge news. Now all of Facebook gaming will be under the Xbox ecosystem. Now Xbox will be in more countries than PlayStation. Johnny, I do agree, but if you've never dealt with Facebook, bend
You
over,
don't want to.
Yeah.
grab your nose, make sure Bomber is behind you with the Vaseline. Because this isn't going to be pretty.
I
Yep,
think
and
there's going to be
the
some
world will know
changes.
about it.
You know,
Yeah.
they're going to listen to the community and obviously change direction as to what they've been doing. Because
Hopefully,
Facebook gaming's a fucking mess right now. So
Well, and not only that, it does not matter how many followers you have, they will not see your streams. Facebook is known for taking viewers away. They want you to pay them to promote. And I deal with it with my page on Facebook. I get messages all day long saying, you know, why can we not see your post? I know why they can't see them. You know, people follow you, they can set notifications to you, but Facebook will just completely refuse to send notifications to let people know you're even still alive unless you pay them. So hopefully that goes away. If not, I feel bad for anybody signing directly up with Facebook.
Yeah.
I really, truly do. Because I've been dealing with Facebook and their bullshit for about 6 years. And it is not pleasant at all.
I've heard from a few people that it's not good. I've never used it myself, but I have no desire. So,
and the bigger your page gets, the more native views.
Shit.
Oh yeah,
more shit comes along with it.
Yeah.
One little thing gets reported. If you're streaming something and somebody watches you and they find a part of that game offensive, you're pulled. You will get a warning. If you say something during your stream and somebody finds it offensive, you will be pulled.
You're done.
Trust me, I know.
Well, the funny
Well,
part
and
is
it's only going to get worse now.
If you want them to know everything there is to know about you, I mean, hang out on there all the time. It works.
And De Niro, I hope I'm saying this right. Primero seems Xbox partnered more for xCloud, but it's more of a move to hit a wider casual audience with xCloud, maybe reach more people to sub to Game Pass Ultimate. And De Niro, that may be very true, sir.
But also, you got to think that with this partnership, Facebook is not getting all the technology that was in Mixer. Like Microsoft's still holding that to their chest.
No,
Like,
they're not
giving
actually.
away.
In
I don't
fact,
think you read all the articles in the
which is
Discord.
crazy.
You're saying something about Mixer.
Go ahead.
Well, what they're doing is they're taking all that technology and moving it into Microsoft Teams.
Yep.
So they all they did was I mean, they literally, I know they said, well, we're shutting down the operational side of Mixer. No, you're shutting down Mixer. That's what you did.
Right.
You shut down Mixer. Like what I had read though, which
No, they took it out back and shot it, and then sold
well,
it.
yeah, right.
Where's
right.
that bitch in the glue?
Well, I don't know what they sold. I don't know what Facebook got other than just, hey, we're,
right?
you know. But what I think, if I read correctly, what I think they're gonna do, which could be huge. I mean, to that other guy's point, if they do this click to play thing, that could be huge. If you're sitting on somebody's Facebook page and they've got, you know, they're talking about their favorite game and they got a little click to play button on it, and you click on that, and that, you know, takes you to either their, you know, streams about it or fires it up on your Xbox if you're working through an app or something. I mean, that's something that could be potentially huge, but I haven't figured out the real, you know, what the tie-in, what the real tie-in is yet.
From a business perspective, it's a good thing for Microsoft, because Mixer was just a flat line. Like, it never actually went anywhere, right? Facebook gaming, on the other hand, has seen growth. So now you put Microsoft, and Facebook has Microsoft and their cloud at their disposal. They should be able to grow their streaming and gaming platform even more because of that. And if you have a dying platform in the first place, why not team up with somebody as big as that to still get something back from it, but let them grow at the same time? Because you just gain from that as well, monetarily.
Oh yeah,
sure. But at the same time, the two biggest guys that you signed for quadrillions of dollars aren't going over there. So
how'd that pay out?
What the fuck? Get some sun, Wilmy.
Want me that cross on there might make my yarmulke set on fire.
Now has either Ninja or Shroud said anything publicly yet, other than they're just have something to think about?
I haven't seen nothing yet. No.
I mean, I know all they're doing is sitting there counting their money, going, "Hell yeah, we worked
like,
for a year.
bad investment, dumbass."
We worked a year and made a shit ton of money.
Fuck.
I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Facebook tried to buy out, or buy them out to come over, and they refused. So I don't know what it.
Oh, because
it's because they know they're going back to Twitch, man.
Yeah, like they're like.
Well, so that's the question I had. The question I had is, would Twitch take Ninja back. I mean,
Absolutely.
to be quite
Fuck,
honest
yeah,
though,
dude.
when he left, well, yeah, but when he left, it's not like Twitch took a dive. I mean, they survived without him very well. They're still the number one streaming platform. They really, honestly, probably hold.
When it comes to get him to come back. It's not gonna
I would
offer
imagine they.
anything
Yeah, I would imagine they hold. They hold some leverage.
Yeah.
I heard Ninja's working at a Home Depot.
Well, hey, if he's working at Home Depot, he needs to hurry up and send my my wife's Ryobi tools here.
The best super chat ever.
Thank you, Snake Eyes, for the $4.99 super chat. Y'all hear the rumor that HR bombers of the PM exclusive bug snacks
Wiener hands.
4K full ray tracing wiener hands.
My Jesus. They're
I'm
regular
ready.
size hands.
Snake, we weren't supposed to talk about that, man. Just like Leo's stint in the porn industry, we weren't going to talk about that. So
That's next week.
That's next week.
which, as a matter of fact, we got to pull him back in really quick. There we go. We can't go too long without Leo. I just start going in.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
See,
And Josh, you should know who that is, dude. That is Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses, sir. That is not black metal.
Ninja needs to learn to salt the fries.
Actually, folks, I think
Fantastic.
Ninja did pretty well for himself. He got what, like 60 million?
Would you like that in a grande, sir?
I mean, have they actually even said his amount? We just know it's a lot of.
No, he's a lot. Yeah, that dude is set. He
He's
does
just-
not
I
have
mean,
to
he's-
work ever again.
No, absolutely not.
They both made out like
But the thing is he still goes to tournaments and wins them hands down. So it's like he can still make a living with whatever. I know he already has
He's got
plenty
a
of money to
living
go
with
swim
Microsoft
with. But,
is like,
No, I
it's
know.
set him for life.
but this is the thing, though, is like now Microsoft doesn't have, I guess, their main streamer to stream, say, Halo.
Well,
you know,
they're
this-
not
this
using
fall.
Microsoft.
They're not going to stream Halo now. So,
Well, no,
I mean-
that's one thing.
Everybody
Yeah.
just go watch it on Twitch.
or Facebook.
Or
Well, no, I'm just saying as far as that the big guy that because he
Yeah,
was
that's
going to be
bright.
basically guaranteed to stream it, so people would go watch him because he'd have it 5 days before it ever came out or some shit. So
we are actually on a new platform tonight called Trovo.
That was true. Okay.
Yes.
yeah, but
there is
Yeah.
a new stream platform. So we are actually on that simultaneously.
isn't
Is
it?
it-
is it
like 10
Through the power of the internet.
Exactly.
so what's it? I mean, is there anything special about it? I mean, my
It's
my
Mixer.
brother in the chat, HTK, told me about it, and I started trying to sign up for it, but I couldn't.
It
It's
literally
easier
looks
to-
like Mixer.
It's
like Mixer.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now.
They have a better setup and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think
They're
they're owned by
young.
Tencent.
They're-
I think somebody said they're owned by Tencent. So
Is that who it
super
is?
young platform though.
They're taking
Well, it
over
says-
everything.
It says beta.
Yep.
yeah, well, of course.
It's under beta.
I think yesterday had
it came out
10,000
April.
downloads on the App Store.
I
on
think it came
mobile.
out April 14th. So it's only been out for not even.
And
barely 2
J
months.
Mo, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Wife asked if I wanted salt. I said, nah, salt free. That's right. We don't deal with salt on this fucking podcast. And Infinite, thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm only salt free on Twitter. That's a smart move too, there, sir. By the way, that's a very.
This is every week.
Hey, what can I say, man? You know,
The hell did I get into?
You're gonna be saying that a lot tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting for the next like 2.5, 3 hours. Just wait.
Hell,
Plus,
Hustle
can
will
you-
probably turn into a drinking game.
Yeah, he's already into one.
You
Look at
want
that
to?
I thought that was
I'm
everyday
down.
life.
I'm down.
Every hour's happy.
Look,
hour.
if I had water beer, I'd be able to take it down too.
water.
Yeah, if you had water.
Every
beer?
hour is happy.
Exactly.
That's why I said water beer when you're drinking.
Was he drinking some
You know,
non-alcoholic
domestic.
shit, or is he just
He's
drinking
drinking
some
that
beer?
domestic beer, man.
That
All the-
bush.
Just
He's drinking
yep.
White Claw.
Yeah, told you, Bush. You could drink
I'm
it
drinking-
and still walk
I'm
away.
drinking the
Hey,
affordable
Bomber,
shit.
Some of
It
us
just so
can't
happens
afford
to have
fancy
Bush in
beers
it.
and
Hey,
IPAs.
look.
All right.
Dude, you pay the same
like
amount for
Bush.
the case for 4, and you're good with 4. You don't even need the whole case. Shoot
30.
2. It's 30. Shit.
You
But-
think it's fancy because it's a different color than normal bush colors, or
I will,
No,
I
it's
will
got-
say,
It's got
I do-
corn on it. I live in Nebraska.
It
Oh, so
made
you have
sense. I gotcha.
it's
Oh, so
interesting.
you're a Husker.
But I do want to say one thing to prove just how petty the gaming community truly, truly is, folks. And I don't say those that yeah, okay. There's a bunch of little bitches in the gaming community, and this proves it. Fans have started a petition that calls for Naughty Dog to remake the Last of Us 2 storyline.
So this is as bad as the people that wanted the last season of Game of Thrones redone. Like, shut the hell up and be done. with
People.
that shit.
Let me explain something to you. Petitions don't work on every fucking thing, okay? They don't. And it's a game.
can you imagine the amount of money they would have to spend to remake that game in the
Exactly.
man hours? Jesus.
Naughty Dog ain't doing that shit at all.
Naughty
But,
Dog-
like, we already
I
took
want
everybody's
to.
money the first time. Why do we need to waste time trying to do it again?
You gotta wait for the PS5
Make Last
remaster
of
for
Us
that
3.
one.
Right.
Oh,
Remaster this one. Oh, guys, we put it in 4K this time instead of just upgraded 4K. We're gonna charge you extra $4 for the same fucking bullshit.
damn. Oh, we got his thoughts on that one. And thank you, Philly Eagle, for the $5 super chat. Shutting down Mixer, another example that only Microsoft makes mistakes according to fanboys or idiots. Let's ignore the stuff other companies shut down. That's true. And I mean, you have to have a platform has to be sustainable. Mixer's not been sustainable, dude, in
Yeah.
ever. And
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
When it was Beam, it was good. That was
well,
about
somebody made a comment a minute ago that here during the pandemic, all these streaming sites saw growth. Mixer saw one extra fucking person.
Yeah, they didn't get
During
much
the whole
growth at all. It was like, Jesus,
And I
you
have
can't
seen,
do it in this time period, then you're not going to be doing it at all. It's just,
I cannot tell you how many videos I have seen of e-girls crying on YouTube and on Twitter. Oh my God, they took my community. Shut the fuck up.
if it wasn't you guys saying it to me, I wouldn't even know.
Go stream
America.
somewhere else. Get
I got you,
over it.
Snake Eyes.
They're not targeting you. They weren't making any money on the platform. They chose a different route.
Well-
I'm sure Facebook had to pay them some money at some point
Wait,
because Facebook just bought who?
Ready at dawn.
Yes, which means a
that
new
was
order.
the
The order is
right?
gonna be
No.
exclusive to VR.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That would be weird. It won't be
That'd
on
be
the
cool.
Quest Go though. Haha.
Sony still owns that IP. They're gonna
Yeah, I
find
know. Oh,
they'll
yeah,
find someone else
Yeah,
to do
maybe
that.
they'll find somebody to do it because it would be cool to have a sequel to that.
All right, Trovo does not want me to sign up because it just won't send me the code.
I had to send it. I had to have mine send it to my mobile to get it to work.
Try
Yep.
smoke signals. That might work.
Yeah, and to follow Wilmy and Fork, I had to do it in my browser, not the app.
Just
Yeah,
remember,
Yeah,
everything-
like I
I'm
can
doing it.
Yeah, but you,
I'm right here. It's,
Trovo just don't like you, man.
they don't. Yeah, you know.
they're like we
All
don't
right.
need you.
Snake Guys, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. They're normal
We're not-
if you're like
That's fine. They don't want to.
That's
That's
okay.
fine.
That's fine.
Gotcha. We're talking about Bomber's fingers. And yes, they are not normal. Not by
They are
NC.
normal. That's
They're
normal.
also not for sale,
not
at least
normal.
last I checked.
Not
That
fast.
is
Fingers aren't
hard
for
to
sale?
normal, dude.
It's
But-
probably for rent. I don't know how you'd sell them. What's gonna do? Cut them off?
Sell them by the inch.
go on bomber finger hood tonight.
Yeah, actually, gotta pay by the
There's
quarter. of an
weirdos that
inch.
would pay to
It's
play
a
with
lot
fingers,
of
I
finger.
guarantee it. We could make all kinds of money off of it.
We're gonna whore you out, bomber. Gonna whore
That's
you
fine.
out.
Whatever. Let's whore me out. Let's do that.
Remember
They'll
that
probably
sit
get
on it and
They'll want their
rotate
money
thing?
back.
What's the name of that Only site? Only Cam or Only Fan or some shit like that? We'll put him on there.
Only cam.
Gonna be
Only
only
fan cam.
Wait, when Fort does make it to the show, he will be posting his OnlyFans page.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yep,
Isn't that scary?
Other weird shit.
And thank you, Italian Clowns, for the $5 super chat. And dude, you didn't say anything. Come on, man. Say something.
He's like, just take the money. Sure.
Say something.
Just
No, that
donate.
shit's fucking weird. I don't want to be called out. But $5, guys, doing great. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
I just took the words out of his mouth, man.
And
That's funny.
according to Jez Gordon today, we're going to prove. He proves once again that dealer gaming knows his shit. Xbox Series X Lockhart appears in latest Xbox SDK documents. So for all you people that said RDX was full of shit,
You're wrong.
Bomber, maybe an L with those big giant middle fingers.
Oh, thanks, Roger. The other way.
You could use one hand.
Maybe
come
just
on.
yeah,
What the-
There.
So that is your first L.
Are you making gang
There you
signs,
go.
Bomber? Were you in a gang?
That's why I was like, he's throwing gang signs, all kinds of shit.
He's like, what up?
Yes, the Xbox Series S, known by the codename Lockhart, has appeared once again, this time in a June 2020 release. Notes from Microsoft Game Development Kit. So, yeah, Lockhart is legit. It is a thing. And for all you people that were saying it wasn't going to happen, maybe you should stick to buying bug stacks when it comes out. And thank you, Nano, for the $4.99 super chat. Is First Good Lady going to let him out of the closet this week, or is he still being punished? We can discuss that on air. I'll send you a DM later, and then Fork may follow with dick pics. We just don't know, but I'm not responsible for that.
That's the risk you take.
Exactly. And thank you, Gaming Differently with Cerebral Paul, for the $5 super chat. For me, it wasn't that they shuttered it; it's how they handled it. Well, Paul, I really think, dude, it was a lot of stuff building up all together. And I think this has been coming for a long time with Mixer. They just, all the allegations of racism and everything just kind of, they just shut it down.
Up.
Yeah, it's been a culmination of a ton of different things, man. So it wasn't just one thing. They knew they weren't making money with it, and they spent billions and billions. We could have got something much better than Super Lucky's Tale or Sea of Thieves or Bleeding Edge, for Christ's fucking sakes. But nope, we got Mixer. So,
Yay, Mixer.
yeah. And don't call me a pony. Look at the fucking chair. So,
You goddamn Xbox. So
Yeah, you did get Double Fine though.
yeah, who really cared?
Double Fine. Oh,
Oh my god! Wow.
Wait a minute. Ken Hall,
You sure?
every
I think
night I go to
I
bed, I
think
pray
I
for this Xbox Lockhart not to come.
I'm kind of, and see, I kind of with them because I'm like, what's the point of bringing? Like, I understand price point, but to bring in a not that strong of a system into next gen right now, right next to
Don't worry,
Series
it's
X.
not there.
I don't understand. Yeah,
Like, just give us the Series X, then maybe next year bring out Lockhart, which could still be the thing, but like,
Freaking terrible.
And thank you, Joshua, for pouring that on Super Chat. Cash for dick pics.
I mean,
No,
think about
free, completely free, no charge.
think about the logistics of this. All right, you got the PS5, and then you got the PS5 digital only, right? So that's going to be your lower price PlayStation console, and Microsoft is going to counter that with a lower spec console to fight that price point. It would just be so stupid. I don't know. I still
weird.
I still don't believe this could mean a number of things. I still think Lockhart, if anything, is just a digital version of the Series X. There's just no way that would be, and Microsoft would get laughed at by every piece of media that already doesn't like them. So
that's every piece of media.
Until it sold like hotcakes, right?
well, who would buy that over a digital only
Series
PS5
X
that's more
or
powerful?
Well, it's more powerful, but that doesn't change the fact that this lower end, the Series S, okay, the Lockhart, it doesn't change the fact that it's more capable than this Xbox One X that's selling just fine. It just gives people options. Think of Origin or Alienware, all these PC companies that have all these different tiers of computers. They sell well enough, they get to stay in business. They do just fine. Now, granted, the console space is a little more complicated than that, but giving people options, it doesn't hurt anything because you're still going to get your 4K experience on a lesser console.
If it's going to be like $200 cheaper than the Series X,
it makes sense, right?
It makes sense.
It's a whole different tier.
And I agree with Brian. I think it's just going to be a digital
economic situation.
It could
maybe it comes with a built-in radio or toaster or something.
So it's
right.
Options.
Toast.
like, I guess what I'm saying though is it's going to have to be substantially less from a price point than the digital PS5.
I agree.
That's true.
One would think.
And we appreciate
we still don't know what the price is on that, so they're going to have room to play with.
When's the show?
You got to remember
July?
that Microsoft can lose money. Sony can't really afford to do that.
No, and that's why I agree with you, and they can make that back up in Game Pass Ultimate and stuff like that very quickly.
They have a way to absorb the loss.
Yeah,
No doubt about it. They have a lot of different revenues for income, so I mean they'll be fine.
and
I
if
don't
they
see
really,
a big net of debt that they could just let catch it all.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
if they really believe in their new first party studio fleet, then they'll also think they'll make that back up in software sales too, which is where your margins are.
I think we lost Cloud.
Did we?
Yep, I think he may have been captured by the police.
Figures.
He's back. That's what you get for smoking pot in a public park, Cloud.
Someone did say dick pics, though.
Oh yeah.
And Fork is asking
In a
who
super
wants to
chat.
pay, by the way. Yep.
Wrong button. Yep. Definitely
Where
wrong
did we
button.
get? Oh my god, this thing is moving so quick. And Nano says, "Don't say that, Snake Eyes. Lockhart would be great for those on lower budgets and accessibility." And I think they've got a plan for this thing. They really do. They pay people hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to do market research. They know what they're doing.
Well,
they didn't with Mixer, but hopefully they do with
Think
Lockhart.
about all the businesses that they get to look at and take a page out of their book. Like
Look at other business
specifically PC companies, like even NZXT, like all these companies that they give you all these options, all these tiers. If you have two options on the market, you're going to do like two true options that have such a drastic price difference between the two that it matters. It's like
We don't know yet.
It makes sense.
The only problem would be is if they price it wrong. If they do bring
let's
this
hope
thing
they
out
don't.
and say they price it at $300,
Yeah,
you're gonna tell me that there's no way because
Unless the Series X is 5, that's a $200 difference for
no,
4K gaming,
no, because that's not the competition. The competition is the PS5, and if they bring
which is
the
not going
PS5
to touch
So,
$300.
if you have the PS5 at $500, and then you have
The
$400
digital
for their
$450.
digital, right? Say it's $400. I'm
Okay,
gonna say it's $100 difference. 'cause
$100
that's usually that's gonna make you really decide to go digital or not. Then you're gonna bring in this device at $300, so $100 difference, and you're getting way less of a capable device. I don't know.
No,
Like
it's gonna
that-
be $1,000.
That's my only difference. That's the only thing. Now, if they bring out this thing like everybody says,
we're
it's
talking
4 and 200,
5 teraflops. That's pretty big.
And see,
Yeah.
I agree with Philly. People making
but
fun of
isn't the Xbox One X 4?
it's technically
Xbox One X
6.
is
6
6.
rather 6. So
It's
so
6,
yeah.
but
What do you?
this
So
has-
the Series S, it's
the
gonna
series,
it
the
could
Lockhart
beat this.
has the new architecture.
The
so
The
that's the
architecture
difference.
matters
All right.
like a lot.
So the only way I could see that working and succeeding is if they're at least on Sony's side they're trying to separate. You're not going to be able to buy a PS5 game and play it on your PS4. And Microsoft's trying to do that at least for some point in time. the Series S or whatever they're going to call it is going to have to play those games that the One X can't play because they won't design for it. That I could see working, but it's going to have to be. I mean, the pitch is going to have to be. I'm sorry, you physically can't play these games on your old console that you paid $500 for.
So yeah, let's say you get 4K 60 on the X, you'll get the 4K 30 or 45, even 40 experience on the S, like you do the Xbox One X right now. Like it's going to be at least slightly more capable console just because of the new architecture and the new hardware. It's like that $200 price difference is going to be the difference between a budget PC and a high-end PC in terms of consoles. If you had to compare them, that's how I think they're going to do it. I completely honest think that Series S is a viable option, especially because it would be essentially $200 less, and you get some kind of upgrade.
I do
for
hope
sure.
they don't. I hope they don't design like most people have it mocked up, where it's like half the size of what the Series X
Oh,
is.
dude, that
Like,
looks
it's just like
weird,
dude. Yeah, just like a little like square. Like,
dude. All right,
I don't know.
this is
It
gonna
just looks
sound
stupid
weird,
to me,
but it makes me think of that porta potty, not porta potty, training toilet seat attachment for kids when you're trying to teach them how to shit. I don't know. It just compared to the bigger one, it just looks weird, dude. It's like, is that an attachment for the Series X or?
And you grew some hair.
And
Hell yeah, dude!
Oh my god.
oh fuck! Hey,
You
this
get your
guy
tigers
was on
back.
my show a while back.
Where's? Am I even gonna go there?
Still leaving the battle he's working on.
It's like Weird Al when he goes and changes costumes between songs.
Yes.
How are them tigers?
You look like the guy that lives like 3 doors down from me. It's always cutting his grass in his fucking underwear.
Hey, Cloud! You got some hands over here, man.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
No.
It's my flowing locks, I know.
Something.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, everybody's
Someone will
quite-
figure it out.
Yeah, I guess we'll know in a month, right?
Yeah, they haven't
Hopefully.
announced the actual date yet, though, have they? Just said
No.
July.
I just said July, and you gotta think they have that the other event that's at like the end of July. That other Microsoft big thing that goes into more of their other side businesses, whatever. But and that's like at the 26th or some shit. So you would think they'd bring this out mid to beginning, which I don't know if this segues in anything, but with the nice little teaser that we got today, I think kind of helps feed the hunger for next month anyway.
Oh, absolutely. I thought that was cool. Like, I'm not
That
a
was
huge
cool.
Halo guy, but that's
I'm
that's
not.
how you
No.
fucking anticipate.
Oh,
and build
dude, that
fucking
made
hype.
me excited. I was like, shit, I want to play this game now. This is stupid.
That's right.
Fuck yeah. I hope we see more of that.
Yeah.
That's what
And I'm sure we will.
And that's what Microsoft has to do. Do exactly what I hate to say do exactly what Sony did, but just throw in little things here and there just to gain our interest and make us go, holy crap, yeah, they do have.
Oh yeah,
that
the
game
Halo,
now.
the Halo thing was huge today.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
My
Well, and people are hungry for it. That's why.
Yes, that too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yep, my nipples are hard. It's confirmed.
Now they did say that.
Wilmie's not standing up for a bit.
I do not want to cut my monitor.
You gotta
Jesus.
knock your cup over.
Keep the camera right there, bro.
Yeah, please.
We're good.
That they did say.
Michael,
It is-
you can't do it.
It is not Rod Stewart. Thank you.
No. Yeah. Microsoft did say that this July show is gonna be live, though.
Which
Yeah,
Oh, they
and
did?
it did say there'll
So-
be no greeny cams.
yeah,
no,
I
no
thought-
greeny cam.
I do think that was great.
I
for him
laughed.
to call that out a little bit. I'm like, good.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I laughed.
I'm still a little scared about the whole live because I don't know what they mean. Because every time they do live, it's like we
It's a train
anticipate
wreck.
it's a free. Yeah, like we expect stupid people to be on stage acting dumb or saying stupid stuff to be corny, and then here's a
People
game
wearing
trailer.
mullets.
Oh, the Video Game Awards.
But
Yeah,
I
there
love
you go.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Okay, that was different. Even though he
That-
was definitely
yeah.
very odd, but yeah, it was.
Keanu
That was
Reeves.
cool.
They
Snake Eyes.
do.
Figures are amazing.
Oh.
Snake Eyes, thank you for $9.99 super chat. I want Xbox to compete with Sony in sales, so ponies have nothing to brag about. Supporting the previous gen and having Lockhart confuses me and makes me believe they won't compete. Sorry, long-winded. No, dude, you're actually fine.
Yeah.
I'm to the point, dude. When you've gamed this many years, I don't really give a shit what any fanboy says either way.
No, me either.
So,
Give
I
me
really
video
don't.
games.
Give me the best system they're gonna release. That's what I'm gonna buy, and I'm gonna buy games for it. Like there
Yeah.
we go. Like
Exactly.
this is it. Like there's no like I hate to say it, but it's to that point. Like why even brag when everybody could go buy any of these consoles, especially if the particular pricing or any kind of accuracy. But like shit, dude. I mean, you can't get the performance out of either of these boxes in a PC for the same price. You can't.
No,
Think
exactly.
about it this way: like the Series S will replace the Xbox One X. That's basically what it's going to be. Okay.
But why? But don't bring it out now.
No, definitely
Right.
don't bring it out right out of the
Right.
gate. You have to get rid of your old stock. You have to. Especially if it's a capable console. But at the same time, my son that has an Xbox One S, if I bought him a Lockhart or Series S when it came out, his mind would just fucking melt. He'd be pumped because it's still the next generation. It's still going to be more capable than this console sitting right next to me at the end of the day for the same price.
Fair.
Or less.
Yeah.
It's just a replacement is how I'm looking at it. And all your games will play across all of them the same, guaranteed for at least 2 years, at least first party. Okay? So, like, it's just a replacement in my mind. Like, they want to
An upgrade,
phase
if you
this Xbox One X out
Yeah,
with the
Just
Series
like Ghost
X.
said. Yeah,
And
just
see,
Ghost said,
Matt-
it's an upgrade.
Matt's got a point too. A lot of people still don't even own 4K TVs yet, so the
That's
S or the Lockhart would be
Exactly.
perfect for these people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good
Which
option.
I-
There's
I don't
no
understand.
question.
With the price of 4K TVs, I don't understand how that's a thing, though.
I know. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
even
Some
with
people
like,
don't care.
and that's true too. People don't care. They don't feel if their TV still works. Why go buy a new one? And that makes sense to a lot of people that are, and that's where I think that's where the Series S could fall in because say it's two. So if it's $200
on like all levels, like
Yeah, if it's $200
wherever
bucks,
you're at economically,
Yeah.
you want to be
Yeah.
able to still play the same games, get on out there.
that's very, very true. And I think that's the only positive thing I see coming for is that, it's going to allow more people to play for a lot less expensive. And you could freaking sub to Game Pass, get all their games and still not pay any.
That's
It'll be
another value
beneficial.
proposition. That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
All right. So
And-
I want to.
For
Let me
Xbox, I love how Phil Spencer talked down duplicating PlayStation games. He doesn't want to just follow others. That is very true, Xbox. And by the way, Battletoads!
Hey, what's up, indie gamer? Brother.
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
$5
So,
It's a software
But
that
I
makes
want to bring the PlayStation back in here for one thing, because there's still I understand what you're saying about the lower priced option, but they still have to go toe to toe from a viewpoint of what's better for your money. And if the thing that Microsoft does not want to get into again is another I hate to use this word, resolution gate nonsense.
Mhm.
Where okay, they're the cheaper option this time, but they're cheap because it's a cheap console. And if you really want Call of Duty, because that's that's their marketing again this year. You really want Call of Duty to look like it's supposed to, spend the extra $100 and get the PlayStation digital only console. I mean, there's got to be. That's why I struggle with it, because
I'm gonna say it right now. It does not cost. All right, maybe in manufacturing, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it does not cost that much to remove a 4K Blu-ray player out of a fucking piece of plastic. If they can pull off $100 difference between the digital and the disc version, even though they're the exact same fucking console, if they can pull off $100 price difference, they are eating shorts somewhere. It does not cost $100 to remove that disc drive, especially nowadays. So fanny pack edition, if you can get it, get it. I guarantee you that we're probably looking at unless they take a loss, you're looking at a $50 price difference max. That's just my thoughts, because it's no different than a PC. And I could go buy that disc drive for less than $50. Like,
Yeah, they
sure.
It
It has to play PlayStation games, but
right. But look at what Nano if you could Nano Polymath is kind of saying what I'm sort of getting at. If you're serious about gaming, regardless of platform of choice, you'll always choose the premium edition.
Oh, I agree with that.
Who is this? So who is this going to be marketed to from a stand? I mean, the hardcore isn't going to buy it.
Don't have 500.
Hardcore
what's
doesn't have the market.
the percentage of
The kids that wanted the Xbox One X can now get the S. That's
Yeah.
it's
You know,
already
I think
starting at this lowest price.
another thing I hope they take into consideration as well is
exactly
like the current events right now too. There's a lot of people out of fucking work right now. Like, you know, come Christmas
I'm
time.
one of those people. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, like I might not be working come this fall either, and I know lots of people that are out of jobs right now and shit. And you know, I hope they kind of take that in mind when it comes.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
whenever
people with extra money just laying around to buy a
No,
console.
it's tough, you know.
Very true. Very
Especially
true.
a brand new console. It's going to cost whatever.
Okay,
amount.
I'm going to get this super chat, fuckers.
No,
Midway Monster,
no.
keep a $5 super chat. It's a software that makes money. Xbox has made it where they are $50 million ahead of Sony starting next gen on way weaker hardware. Game on. Exactly, sir.
Right. So
What?
Yeah.
How is soft? What?
Translate that for me, please.
And HR
They have no
thinks that
games.
gamers
I'm
are
joking.
Yeah,
and will always.
Game.
they got
Kidding.
Halo.
software.
Just joking.
Microsoft lives on software.
Cloud is not joking.
They're a,
It's probably
soft,
what
they're
it
a
is.
software company, so I mean that just makes sense.
Yeah.
They're more into software. PlayStation.
They're
more
in
into hardware.
millions and millions of homes.
Well, I guess they're going to have to show it. I mean, that's that.
They
So
will.
there's the other bottom
That's right.
line is July. You know, I don't subscribe to the whole July is make or break for them, because I think they're going to be fine, but I think July is going to be a very important showing for them, considering what they the mocking they went through for their first show, which I didn't understand why everybody thought it was that bad. But
I didn't.
No,
you know,
I thought it was good myself.
Right. It was third party. It was getting things started. You know, Sony had a pretty good show. I don't think either of them had a blockbuster show just yet. Microsoft, if they are truly, if Phil is talking like this, and then one of the things he said was he felt good after watching the PS5 show. He's been saying this stuff, you know, he's been saying this stuff now for a few months. He's got to back that up. So he's got to come out, and it can't be just Halo Infinite and good night.
No, it needs to be a mic drop situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Me and
has
Crispy
to be
talked about
probably
that
a few
today.
different little like jaw-dropping things have to be done to really
Yeah.
give it its due of the way he's been alluding it's all going to turn out to. Like he's like, just wait.
Yeah, I think we're in for a treat, man.
I
Personally,
fucking hope so, bro.
Yeah, I'm just tired of getting my expectations up. Everybody says it. Oh, just wait. And then you're like, well, what was that?
You're like,
yeah.
It's like I didn't get hyped for the PlayStation event, and I watched it live with Xbot, and I loved that show. I thought it was great, except for the GTA 5 fucking horse shit. That was garbage.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least they showed it at the beginning of the show, and they saved it. So
Yeah, we talked about it. Because that happened That happened, thankfully, the morning of our show, and we talked about the show that. I mean, it was a solid show, and from a production standpoint, I mean, bam, 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 a couple little talky things here and there, but it wasn't too much. Ended with Horizon, which they should have, but I didn't see, and I didn't see anything on the Xbox side yet that said to me, I gotta have an Xbox One X, Series X, or I gotta have a PS5. I mean, De Niro's in the chat, so I gotta. He knows if I don't mention the Intellivision Amico at some point in a show that I'm not doing my job. But that's still the only thing I got pre-ordered right now.
Infinite, thank you for the $10 super chat. I'm buying the XSX for myself, and I will buy the kids the lower end version. They game all day, but they won't nitpick at the visuals. They are playing to be with friends and have fun. That's true, and you will probably be one of the people that buy this one. And Regulator 951, thank you for the 199 super chat. So removing Blu-ray players should be cheap.
yeah,
It should be.
Yeah.
Somewhat. I mean, you got to
And
think
look,
probably
it's
for
not. It,
To the
you
show.
gotta- yeah, manufacturing costs aren't going to be that fucking drastic to remove it. Their original design, look at the design of it. The digital edition is what they designed. So they had to go out of their way to put a goddamn fanny pack on it. That's what I'm going to say.
it's a
The
I like
bulge.
fanny packs.
Yeah.
I will say though, Sony's regular Blu-rays, like their full-on 4K UHD drives that you can buy separately that are stupid expensive, they're balling. I mean, they're way better than what is in the, currently the X.
Should they be that expensive?
No, God no. But you know, if they do put that kind of UHD in their PS5, that could be a better, say, video playback device than what Xbox can bring out. Hey, that could be a benefit. I mean, you never know for people that love watching Blu-rays. I mean, that could be something that you do go buy. You could buy the PS5 because of that, and you get pretty much the same games.
Yeah. I know I can go buy a disc drive that could burn 4K Blu-rays for what, like $30, $40, plug it into my PC.
About that, yeah. About the same price.
What's up, everybody?
Look at it.
Fork, Dr. Fork.
Dr. Fork.
Dr. Fork.
I didn't know you got into proctology.
Yeah,
It fucking
I
sucks.
thought you were supposed to wash your hands because I see a little brown on them.
So you're X-raying buttholes?
Oh, nice.
I have done that. I don't like to do that, but I have done that.
Things get stuck up in there. Fork's got to be the guy to get it out.
No. I don't get it out. I X-ray saying, yeah, it's still fucking in there.
And it's moving.
I had a question for you for it.
No, if that
Do you
broke
ever-
off, you're gonna have to go back in.
You ever call in Bomber for help?
Why is it
No,
squeaking?
his fingers are too thick. His fingers are long enough; they're just too thick.
Too thick.
Oh.
Got it.
And everybody wants to know for it. What are the 5 fingers? Say it in the face!
So
How's this side of your head?
it hurts a little bit still. My wife won't be touching me at all for the next 24 hours, roughly.
Oh, quarantine.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You're in
Yep.
quarantine.
So for those of you who don't know, somebody at my work came down with COVID-like symptoms.
Ooh.
And so they got tested today. I got to wait to find out. So every day that I get to come home, I go straight up the stairs and live upstairs now, nowhere near my family.
Oh,
Which
man.
means
good
he's gonna
news
be
is-
masturbating like crazy.
Yes, I have been. I have used one full roll of Bounty
There he goes. Of course he did.
Master, I'm talking like
Master
thick fucking
like.
roll. Oh yeah, it's like the
Alright.
booster master roll. I don't know what it's fucking called. The one that's like 2 times as large as what it's supposed to be.
Oh, my God.
That's for you,
Thank
Husk.
Look,
Thank you
use
for the
Bounty.
chat.
It cleans everything up.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, Paul. It was pre-recorded, so it looked clean and like front hands. But I was bored. Most of the games are not PS exclusive. A lot of smoke and mirrors by Sony and Fork. Exactly.
Well, that whole show which I mean, I know we've talked about it before. Like, it was good. It was bad pre-recorded. Like, everything looked terrible. Like, watching it over again, you're like, when you finally saw the 4K stuff, you're like, oh, Ratchet and Clank actually does look really good versus what they showed through the live feed. I was like, this is terrible. It looks like
live feed was horrible.
Yeah, it was
Snake
bad.
Eyes, I was actually in surgery. I got stuck in there. We are doing a scoliosis case that took longer than what was expected. So I literally just got home.
Did you just like?
Dr. Fork. What am I?
No, I do X-rays. I don't do the.
You don't go
He wants to
snippy,
tell
snippy?
everybody.
Yeah.
He really does a lot more.
And Fastback, yes, I have seen a PS4 glow stick or whatever the one you want to call it in someone's ass, all the way
Must
up.
have been a good
That's
raid.
just,
Move controller.
Oh yeah,
that's just,
yeah, the move controller, all the way up the ass.
that's,
Jesus.
wow.
Those PlayStation guys, they really enjoy
Oh
their.
shit! There you go.
Oh, I knew that was
Whatever.
coming.
I knew that was coming.
Come on.
Rush
Fork,
of blood.
There you are.
Fork was the guy from Arizona.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
right.
disclose that. That's HIPAA, but
Did his
He's in.
Oh,
he's
now
in
we
the
get
chat.
so serious.
did his
No.
YouTube name describe the taste of semen?
Oh, jeez.
I didn't ask for his YouTube name. I was afraid what I find there. Be like, oh, this is not your first time. Oh, okay.
And Neto, thank you for the $3.99 super chat. Lies, just
Like
making
a
it
hot
up.
dog in a
Don't get
hallway.
that. More than likely, that's exactly what he's doing,
That's
Neto.
exactly what he's doing. He's locked himself in there.
Look, the door's locked. She can't get to me. I'm okay.
Alex,
That's what
he's
you
I
think.
want to be imagining that shit.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
is it you're just typical, house.
I have never X-rayed a
woman will go
female with
through
something up her ass. It's always a guy.
Of course, it's always a guy.
hey, if
Sorry.
It's because you always choose the guy.
And you know what? 8 times out of 10, his wife is there with him, and it's like, so did you do this,
Who's gonna
or did
drive
you
it?
have to have her
Come
drive
on,
you?
That shit hurts.
Does he sit in
I
the corner and
Fell
film it, or-
on it.
Well, see, I was drinking with Husk, and things got a little out of hand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot out of hand, really.
it got out of hand straight to the anus.
Just remember, the best advice I can give you: if you decide to stick anything in your butt, tie a fucking string on it.
I don't even want to know
Wow.
how you know that.
That is the whole
No.
other podcast. We don't care what the time strings to. Jesus.
Jesus.
Christ. But it makes you feel better. My daughter works in the OR, and
So, Wilmy, you and I have talked about this off of the air.
they had a guy come in not too long ago who had an iPhone 10 in his rectum,
Why?
It wanted to call God.
I guess. And thank you, Hassan, for becoming a YouTube member, sir. Glad to have you aboard.
Oh, Philly Eagle, he works in the medical field too, because me and him have talked, and he said, Fork Boy Gaming, they tell you fell on it. They tell us they don't know how it got there. Yeah, I've heard that one too. It's always
Yeah,
like,
you're just
what do you
walking-
mean you don't know how it got there? You woke up, well, man, there's an onion in my ass. How do you know it's an onion?
It smells funny.
And Noof said that iPhone saw a lot of shit. Yes, Noof, it did.
I think it's in photo mode. My iCloud's going off.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god.
Well, I mean, how do you
That's
explain? How do you
What the
explain that to
fuck?
somebody, dude?
All right. So
You're
is
like-
there a
You're
topic?
like, okay, Doc, I was walking down the street. All of a sudden, the guy threw me down the crack.
Okay, sorry. I seriously hijacked. Let's go to something else. I don't even know what topic we're on. I don't even have topics pulled up, so.
Why don't you pull one out of your ass, Fork?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Well played.
I don't even know what you
And
covered,
scene.
Cloud, Cloud is witty over there.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Oh well, should we go with the Ubisoft thing?
Like, we can.
Well, hold on. I didn't.
what
I didn't
the
get
hell
it
happened to
posted
Ubisoft?
here, but
Same thing.
I
with
saw
Insomniac.
something Ubisoft and another company.
Insomniac.
Yeah, Insomniac.
Yeah,
I didn't get to
both
read
of them.
it.
That's the both. Yeah.
Well,
my God.
let's go ahead and run with those, shall we?
yeah. Let's do it.
Let me find the article.
Because I'm going to send the Tiger King back to prison because he's starting to really itch.
It's the crabs in it, man. It's the crabs.
Right.
Man, I mean, I hate like.
Okay, so
the-
I go ahead, Bob.
like you're just seeing so much go on right now in the gaming industry all over the
Oh,
place.
man.
It doesn't matter if it's Microsoft, Sony, if it's Google, Amazon, it doesn't matter who it is. People are finally calling people out on their shit, and it's great. I mean, it's gonna help these workplaces out, I think, ultimately. But
Here's my thing.
You're seeing the creative director that was,
Well, I mean,
the last time we saw him, he was talking about Valhalla. The next thing we know is he's leaving.
He cheated on his wife and got
He
caught.
cheated on his wife and other
let's-
things. So
Matt Lauer had a lock on his door called the Lauer lock. I mean, it's not the first time. It's horrible. I mean, you have what's his face on trial, the director going to jail. I mean, it sucks that it happens. I'm glad that people are having the strength to come out and talk about it and everything. But unfortunately, I don't think this is the last of it. I think we're going to hear more and more people that have taken advantage of situations.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
It's
Dude,
just
this
getting
is just
started.
the start. Yeah, this
Like,
is
fuck
just
it.
like the fire is not even warm yet. Like,
Well,
It
I mean,
hasn't even
what
been a
was
week.
it?
Like-
What was it like a year ago? Hashtag Me Too came out, and then what's his face? The director got hit, Lauer got hit, and then and then a couple other people got hit.
Oh,
you got
wine
the
and
comedian. You
whatnot.
got the
Yeah,
comedian
yeah.
now. You got the
what's
dude
his
that
face?
was off of the ranch.
House of Cards.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Spacey, yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey. I mean,
Although they dropped charges against Spacey though. He got cleared.
Yeah, because he paid. He did that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
he did that. Yeah, that's how it got there. Is because he did that.
And
Sorry, my hand.
after Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
Dude, look, I don't.
Had receipts showing.
I
him.
mean,
He did have receipts. So
Me personally,
he was smart.
It is a horrible thing. I have
Yeah.
a family member that was abused by somebody. They're in jail now. It sucks. You never ever get that part of you back. You're always changed for the rest of your life. You have trust issues. It seriously sucks.
it
Oh,
does.
definitely.
And
It's
what sucks is, I mean, it's not the end of it. It'll probably go away for a little bit, and then a year or two it'll come out again. And as people have the ability to talk more, we're going to see more and more probably higher people come out and walk away from jobs and whatnot. But it's like, look, if you don't want to do that, then don't do it. Like, don't stick your hand in someone's. I mean, Ron Jeremy got arrested. He sexually assaulted
so
3
great.
women. He's going to go to jail for life. And it's like, yeah, and people
Which
are
is-
coming out now against him. And he's got 15 different women now.
Is people were saying he wasn't even allowed at public events anymore.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, a lot
Well,
of events
there
were
was an
taken out.
article. There was an article posted today to Twitter where the girl said she was at Playboy Mansion. She took a picture with him, and the next thing she knew, his hands were in her pants. And people were like, "Oh, you got Ron Jermied." Like it's a
Like that's a thing.
yeah, like oh
there's a
yay,
word
Apparently
for
it
it.
is a
That's
yay, you got Ron Jermied. It's like, what the fuck kind of world do you live in? That's acceptable.
The dude's penis enters the room 10 minutes before he does, but that still gives him no right.
Sounds like he couldn't separate work
Yeah,
from real
like-
life.
Yeah.
The problem is some people think that they're
They're
untouchable.
above everything.
And they
Yes.
think they can do whatever they want, and they live in an environment where people let them do that because higher up people are making money off them, and that's what's the problem. Money allows people to get taken advantage of, and it's horrible. It's a horrible thing.
Snake Eyes, thank you for the 199 super chat. Thank God Bomber is not a urologist. Exactly. Or a proctologist.
You know what? I'll take him as a urologist because they only touch your penis. A proctologist, they stick it in your ass.
And evidence says he would let Bieber touch him. Everyone has a price, right? I don't.
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you right now, everyone has a price. I don't care what you say. It may be $1 billion, but everyone's got a price.
Yeah, you've all got a price. I know I do.
And
I'm just saying a 20's a 20, you know?
My price was getting on the show. We just won't discuss what I did.
Or what you pulled out.
Oh yes.
Oh my God.
Or what Wilmy pulled out. I
Had to
mean,
do something to get off.
Okay, well, hey.
He doesn't pull out though.
so. But I mean, back to it. We
Yeah,
we went back and forth all week about this because this came out on Monday, and we had talked about, do we want to discuss it? Do we want to talk about it? Because the whole point of this show is to make you guys laugh, to let you guys come somewhere to where you can forget about the world and laugh, but it just kept becoming worse and worse and worse. I mean, to the point where I'm really wondering if Microsoft sold Mixer because they were like, this really isn't working, or, oh,
There's a lot of
shit.
lawsuits coming the wrong way.
Well, the timing. So to be honest, I mean, my first thought was, wow, the timing on this is really coincidental.
coincidence.
Yeah, especially since
now-
Microsoft said nothing about any of the allegations. All they said was, Mixer is no longer our problem.
Yeah.
Talk to Facebook.
Now, Phil did say specifically that this had nothing to do with it, and the guy retweeted that and said, "But thank you for So I don't think joking aside, I think that's nobody makes a business deal like that on that, and
No.
Facebook would have walked away
Oh, easy.
had it. Yeah, So while you guys were kind of talking and setting this up, I hadn't been on Twitter as much as I had been last week, and I just started putting in Ubisoft, and holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And some of these names are people that, as a former game journalist back in the '90s, late '90s, late '90s, early 2000s to 2007, I know some of these people, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. One of the people at Ubisoft, for whatever reason, I know I only know his name because he blocked me, and I don't know why. But now I'm glad he did. This is horrible. I mean, this is I spent a lot of time around this industry. I spent a lot of time, going to E3 and hanging with publishers and developers and things like that, and it's surreal to see some of the allegations, and some of them that go back a long way.
I mean, look at that lady that came out on IGN. She was the first person to break her silence, and she wrote that massive tweet that was just one thing after another. And then other people were like, well, you know what? I'm going to also say it. And those guys are no longer even with IGN. They're with some other company now.
Yeah.
And she tagged the company, and it's just like, I mean, these are people that some of us may have grown up like, oh man, they make awesome games, or idolizing a little bit, and you're sitting there going, oh my gosh. And it's just, it's one of those things where you always have to remember people are human, and unfortunately, there are some fucked up people in the world.
I say it all the time. In what I do, in the business I own, I do see people behind the scenes. Matter of fact, I think I told you guys this a while back, offline. I had a property where the person was a influencer. They were big on the internet, really huge, actually. They worked for several companies, big, massive companies. They ran their media campaigns, their YouTube, their Twitter, Facebook, everything. Holy shit. When I walked into this house, dude, it was worse than Hannibal Lecter could have ever imagined. I mean, the stuff that we were finding in this property, dude, I'm an adult. There was shit in this house I didn't even know existed.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Jesus
legitimately,
Christ.
I don't know where he was getting shit like this from, dude. I mean, this is stuff you can't even find in an all-night cheap fucking bookstore, dude. There was just, this was next level type shit. It was crazy the stuff he had and the pictures he had everywhere, which of course is why he was no longer there. And I'm not going to say the dude's name, but he was a huge social media influencer. And you just don't really know what these people are like until, you're behind the scenes with them.
Everyone is different behind closed doors, unfortunately.
Except for me. I'm a psycho regardless. It doesn't matter where I'm.
I mean, I try to be who I am here. I try to be who I am on Twitch. I try to be who I am in real life. I try to be who I am in the OR. But there are some people that the moment they lock the door, I mean, we see it now, and it's horrible.
Switch, dude.
Yeah.
And some people allow that power to go to their head, that they think they can get away with anything they want, and that's where, I mean, honestly, if something's ever happened to any of you, anybody that's listening, and you can capture this and put it out there, if something's happened to you, say something.
Yeah.
If you don't get listened to the first time, keep saying something. Someone's going to believe you, and it sucks that someone doesn't believe you the first time. That's what sucks about this.
Yep.
Speak up.
For sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: you're terrified to speak up, and it's going to take every ounce of courage and energy you have to say something. But fucking say something.
Yeah, say something.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Somebody will
Definitely
help
don't hold
you.
it in.
And like William Lanza said, The problem is there are no rules for sexual harassment. Fact. Power your dreams. Not sure why that was added on there, but it totally, man. You've definitely got to say something to somebody, and I don't know. I see it a lot of times when I go to conventions and shit through there. I mean, you can just tell some people, man, are creepy as fuck. So,
Yeah. They put off bad vibes.
We had a doctor lose his license 6 months ago because his PA came out saying that he did stuff with her, and it's just like, and mind you, his wife was smoking hot. I'm like, your PA not so hot? You couldn't go hire a hooker?
Oh, he probably could, but didn't realize the options were available.
You know, to have that kind of stuff in your heart to do,
You're a fucked up person.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
You know,
You are scum of the earth. You are a fucked up person. You are just as bad as some of the other people that people talk about, like the Jerry Epsteins. You're fucked up.
That's why the word hell exists.
yeah.
Whether you believe in it or not, that's because of people like that.
I mean, you know, I'm one of those, you know, what you see is what you get. I'm not always the coolest guy. I'm not always the, you know, the most popular guy, but what you get here is what you're going to get if you meet me in person. And and I pride myself in being someone you can absolutely trust. Like I would never think to do anything like that. And I've been around female developers, female publishers, you know, press people. We never thought about this stuff when we were, you know, going to dinner or stuff like that, because you could trust us.
Well,
this stuff that's going on now,
but
also, this stuff going on now, I can't.
It comes down to that some people think that they can just do whatever they want, and it also comes down to, now that we have social media, it gives a larger voice to the community and it gives a larger voice to the people. Unfortunately,
everybody.
Some people think they can do whatever they want, and some people are scared to talk because they can lose their job, they can be slandered. People have power. Just, it's sad that it happens. If it happens to you, say something. Even if you got to say it 5,000 times, someone's going to believe you at some point. Because if somebody's done something to you, they've done to somebody else.
Yeah, because
you can't believe in humanity. Like, what the fuck's the point, man?
I posted something on Twitter Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember what it is, but I posted, find people that you can surround yourself with, that you can believe in, that believe in you, and that'll support you. That's right here. These guys. Oh, sorry. I don't. Sorry. I mean,
okay.
I mean, honestly, it all comes down to find people you can trust, find people you can talk to. Those are the people.
Yeah. I mean, and any of my crew, you know, we're all the same. You can come to us. Now, let me ask you guys this though, because I did see this, and you know, there for every legit, you know, there are those who are trying to chase clout to be part of it. The same thing just happened to Angry Joe, and he put out a lengthy statement. He's got his own legal team. He's got legal involved, like vastly denying anything that happened. He's got, you know, and this was a fairly substantial allegation as well. And you know, now he's getting lawyers involved. So, you know, you got to be. The other thing too is you can't latch onto this and you know, there's legitimate things happening that you know, people need to be careful not to latch on for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the people that are getting wrongfully accused, basically, because that's basically what it is. You know, somebody's just, like you said, either going for clout, money, whatever it could be,
blowing smoke up asses,
trying just to ruin somebody's career for no reason other than maybe they hate that person, but whatever.
9 months ago, I was accused at work for touching a girl. The only thing that saved me was the fact that where she said it happened, there was a camera and there was no proof. I wasn't even there when she said it happened.
And see, and that's the kind of stuff.
That's the part that sucks, is because then you have people that try to do it fake, and that ruins it for people that are actually having the problem. But trying to change the topic a little bit to go to a little bit happier. Somebody said I need to stop sending dick pics. I only send them to people that want them. Thank you. And also, Snake Eyes. Fork, you're a good guy.
I will never be one of those.
I don't care what Wilmy says. Wilmy, you're a good guy. I don't care what Fork says. And you're getting one after the stream now. Thank you.
And Jason Pants. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'll never have this problem. All the bikes in a hot spring located in redacted.
And mind you, when I joke about sending somebody a dick pic, everyone that's ever gotten one, I guarantee they can say the same thing. It's not a real dick. So
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because I mean that's the same thing. That's why his wife slapped him last week.
I did send her a dick pic.
Yep, that's why he got slapped.
Actually, did send her a dick pic that day. She asked me why it was longer than mine and got upset.
You promised it would be bigger.
You promised Bomber would come over this weekend, you son of a bitch.
Right. But on the happier topics, but like we said, this is probably not going to. This isn't the end of all this.
No,
not even close.
Nope, it's not. I am 40 years old, and I don't remember a decade or even 5 years that something like this hasn't happened.
Oh yeah.
So just deal with the fact there's assholes out there.
And Team Bloober is reportedly in acquisition talks. These are the fine folks that are making the medium for the Xbox Series X. Who do you think is going to end up with this company?
I mean, either Microsoft will eventually pull them in, or they'll buy another company. Because that was the other thing, was that they could be in talks with expanding their own thing and staying their own, but buying another studio as well, just to get some extra hands on deck that are already experienced. So,
man, I hate coming in late. I don't have any articles pulled up.
I feel like Microsoft would be the better, just because of all the things that they've kind of been attached with, and of course this particular third-party exclusive game that they're coming out with. I don't even know if this is even timed, because that hasn't even been said. Is we just know it's exclusive. So, I mean, honestly, it could be Xbox Studio. I don't know.
Well, Microsoft also has the money and the patience to back them.
And they're making the medium, and it's only going to be on the Series X.
Exactly.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like timed exclusive as well for the Xbox.
Now, is that one a timed exclusive?
Yeah.
Medium?
No, medium is only going to be on
I think that's console.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know exactly the full.
Yep, that is going to be only on the Xbox. And they did make Blair Witch. You know, that was a timed exclusive for Xbox.
Yeah.
Yep.
What,
So,
6 months?
Something like that, yeah.
Because I know it was pretty quick that it went to PlayStation.
Yeah. Probably because it didn't do very well.
Well, no. I mean,
it was.
I never played it, but.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody that praised Blair Witch.
It wasn't anything to write home.
I'm not a single player fan, so I didn't play it, so I can't say my experience. I know Wilmy played it, which is a huge horror guy. I think Leo played it. Ghost played it, and Bomber, did you play it?
No. I was going to, but
I didn't see a single person say, "Oh my gosh, this is a great game." It was like,
actually, I think my thoughts were, "Oh my god, I finally finished this shit on PC. I'm going to delete it, and I'm never going to look at it again."
No, I believe one statement was, "I can't believe they won't let me shoot the dog."
HTK Peter from my show played it. He said it was okay, but he didn't really rave about it.
See, to me, when someone says okay, that's like, hey, he passed med school. He was at the bottom of his class and barely passed, but let him cut on you. It's fine.
He's okay.
Exactly.
He's okay.
I mean, to me, anytime I hear someone say it's an okay game, I instantly pass on it because, I mean, I'm not going to spend money on an okay experience.
Right.
I'm not. If I'm going to pay for something, I want to pay for something that I'm going to enjoy, and I'm going to want to have somebody else pay to also experience it. Not, well, it was okay. I'm going to go figure out where I can get the other $45 out of that goddamn game, but it was okay.
Well, the good thing about games like that, though, I mean, at least with Microsoft's side, that you could pretty much almost, not going to say guarantee, but almost now is that a lot of these games are coming straight into Game Pass. So it's not
Yeah,
like
but see,
you're really
yeah,
losing
did.
out of money. You're not.
Yeah, but
'cause
that's the thing though. It came to Game Pass and people were like, "Well, it's on Game Pass," but it was okay. I mean, no, everybody's like, "Well, it's on
No,
Game Pass.
no,
If you want to try
absolutely.
it, go ahead." So
Dude,
that
it's
was
the-
a good thing. Is you're
it's
not
the
going to
same-
lose any money.
yeah, it's the same as
And they
Bleeding
get people
Edge.
to try their
as,
games.
as much as I did like it, I mean, I don't play it now just because so many other things are kind of taking my attention. But like Bleeding Edge is another one of those things. Is like it's good. It's all right. It ain't anything to write home to, but it's still good, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I like Game Pass due to the fact that there's games in there. You can try all sorts of games. You can try all sorts of different things that you probably would never play because you don't want to waste money on them. And there's some games that you'll probably never play. I mean, I would say probably 60% of all games in Game Pass probably don't get paid or played. And by the way, on my way home, I did hear a topic. My phone wouldn't convert it for me, but you guys were talking about 4K TVs. 38% of America owns 4K TVs.
Exactly.
You said
Dan, it's
40.
almost 50% already.
And
That's actually pretty
Actually,
decent.
that's not
That's
gone.
decent.
that's actually pretty good.
And mind you, that statistic was from January this year. That's the last one I could ever find, and that was 2 months ago I looked. So 38%. And mind you, that's only 4K. It did not poll how many of those are HDR.
Right. And Jokey,
Yeah.
thank you for $5 super chat. My bet's Microsoft and Bethesda. They like to absorb. Blair was meh, like cold coffee. Exactly.
No. Bethesda's got 2 times PS5 exclusives. There's
Yeah,
No.
That
true.
still
No.
messes with me because
Fallout
I've always
76.
been with Xbox.
I
Like,
know.
they've had such a good relationship. Hell,
I don't-
freaking Oblivion and I think oh crap, what was before Oblivion? It's
Morrowind.
Morrowind.
yeah, Marvel.
no,
they were
that's-
supposed to be like day one on the original Xbox and the 360 when it came out.
well, yeah.
SJ McClain, 4K programming. I don't think true 4K is not on TV. You have to stream it. There's no
that's
service
true.
that gives you true 4K.
Yeah,
The,
there's
only,
no
the only
cable
one, the
service.
only one that did for a little bit was DirecTV, and it was only for ESPN on certain games during the year.
And
There was literally
actually-
like 16
right.
during the whole year.
Actually, even that wasn't true 4K. It was still like 2K, but they classified it 4K. So because it was higher than 1080p, so it was UHD, and it's like it's not just like when they switched
1440p.
over to digital, it was 720, and they're like it's digital, and it's like, but it's not.
But it's not quite.
And
actually
Snake
where-
Eyes, I agree, dude. Medium is one of those games I'm really excited for. I've
I
been
can't wait.
go for a while.
That looks
gonna be-
that looks nasty. that game.
Blind
It's gonna be
Impulse.
good.
Are they real 4K though, or TCL? TCL's got some good ones out there, but as far as HDR, that it didn't go into it. It's just flat out 4K. And mind you, there are some 4K TVs that are not even true 4K. They're actually 2K.
And General says Bleeding Edge really was just okay. Ended up deleting it from the heart.
I mean, look,
You did it farther
I'm
than
on
I did.
Twitter. I see a bunch of people, and everybody said it was okay, or it wasn't worth it, or I'm glad it was on Game Pass. I didn't see anybody say, "Man, you really got to play this game," except for probably the asshole that's like, "Hey, I hated this game. I'm going to make sure somebody else enjoys
Hey,
it."
the worst thing though that I will say is that it was on sale at Best Buy this last week, or it's still on sale for $5.
I could see, and that
I
is
mean-
robbing people. I would rather play Sea of Thieves.
See, I
Yeah, I would too.
honestly, I would actually.
I don't
I
like
do.
Sea of
I do
Thieves,
like
so-
Bleeding Edge a little bit better than Sea of Thieves.
So I have a.
I played
question.
Bleeding Edge. It was horrible.
I have
I'll
a
play
question.
Sea of Thieves with you, Wilmy.
I've yet to hear this argument. So you remember the whole like Ratchet and Clank showcase on the PS5 event, right?
It was
Yeah.
And
gorgeous.
they're jumping
Gorgeous.
between worlds, right? You remember that little
Yeah.
chunk of transition that they had? We were kind of floating through.
Yeah, from
emptiness,
world to
and then
world to
you're
world
there,
to
right?
world to world.
It's a
Yeah.
transition,
Remember that? You remember when you were seeing the Medium trailer and it happened in front of your eyes, and all of a sudden you were in a totally different landscape?
Well, it's also. I know everybody's gonna
Yes.
try to shit on it. It's
But-
called game design, so they want to give you
Yes.
that. I still
Yeah.
believe they could if they wanted you there. I think they could.
Well,
that
yes,
game is
it
not that
is.
demanding, but I think
what I'm
they
saying.
wanted that little bit of like the
Yeah,
cool I think the transition
dimensional
looks
jump
great. Yes, it
thing
looks
was part of it. Yes.
I
It's
mean,
beautiful.
here's my thing.
Everybody was saying how much faster it is. That's
Well,
the
I mean,
argument. I
it's-
haven't heard anybody argue about the fact that the medium, like, it shifted and happened right in front of your eyes. Like,
But that's
while
how
you were
they want the
playing.
game to be.
What they
played.
want. Yes.
That game is day one for me. And
Instant,
remember,
right?
Medium
I mean,
does look good.
Right?
podcast with us in September too. I can't wait. I can't
Yes,
wait for that
That's
game.
right. I think it's going to be good. Like, I will try it because it doesn't look like one of those scary games that I would kind of stay away from. It just looks like psychological.
The
Just weird
speed.
shit.
Yeah,
The
it just looks
speed of
weird.
the transitions.
Condemned?
Tell me.
But
Tell
that
me.
like a
fear,
condemned
those
or
fingers,
even
you
like
should be willing to go into anything, Bomber.
shit.
I mean, you should be able to take down dungeons with just your fingers and beard.
That's all you need.
And
I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna
We
start
put
doing it.
Red Bull in with you. That makes it even
Yes.
better.
Oh, dude, I'll just put him first. That way, because he'll be able to take care of everything. His
Beards
beard will
and
block
fingers.
everything. That's right.
Yeah,
Beards and fingers. It's my new podcast, y'all.
And Philly, thank you for the $5 super chat. If you
Beers
are
and
told
fingers.
it's 4K, 1080, or 1440, you really can't tell the difference because up-res software is so good in almost everything now.
Yeah, and then Philly also said in another one, and that's why increasing frames is more important for gaming than resolution. And
DLS
I mean,
2.1, bro.
4K is 4K is 4K. The higher frame rate you can get, the better your 4K is going
Gears
to look.
and beers.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta think like
Gears
they're
and
using
beers.
dynamic 4K in so many games right now, even for PS5 and Series X. So that's the thing that I'm really curious on. Of course, like honestly, like Michael says, we're talking about this, resolution gate. Getting back into it again. You get these amazing devices, and we're still worried about if they're going to actually hit true 4K because they're pushing everything else.
Mike, do you think they will?
Siri, I want to say Phil came out and said that everything's going to be in 4K, minimum 60 frames.
Should be.
Well,
Except for Valhalla.
but he can say 4K, but of course that doesn't mean it's not going to be dynamic.
Right.
And that's my problem. Like, is it going to be sure enough full 4K goodness, not dynamic, not having to,
This is what
play
I
with
go
the
with.
software to make it?
This is what I go with. My Series X looks great already, and it's going to to be 4
You
times
don't have
better.
a Series X.
Whatever. I have an Xbox One X, and I'm going to
One
shove it up
See,
your ass
see,
here in a minute.
See, grandmothers, because grandmothers are listening to you right now. They're not going to know what to buy when it comes holiday.
Okay, look, if they're listening to me on what to buy, we got a
Goddamn
fucking
grandma.
problem right there.
I'm here.
Grandmas are the problem.
See,
I mean, here's the thing. I have a Xbox One X. It's supposed to be 3 to 4 times better than that. I'm excited for that. End of day. Don't care. That's what I'm happy for. I'm excited for that. So that's what I'm excited
Oh my
for.
God.
I can't wait.
Jokey fans, thank you for $2 super chat. Here for Bombers OnlyFans channel.
I may have an OnlyFans page after the end of the night.
well, I'm probably just going to go create one. Screw it. What do y'all want on their fingers? Fine. I can do that. That's
Oh,
no
and
problem.
speaking of fans only and all that good stuff, we actually have merchandise now, if you can believe it.
True
We
story.
have shirts, cups, all that good shit. It's up.
There may be a foam hand that has a finger. Maybe.
There is no foam hand. I
Someday.
can't make a goddamn foam hand.
But I will say this.
AT phone hand. What?
I will say this about the merchandise. I would hold off on buying any of it right now at this moment
It's just
So-
super delayed.
because it is a huge delay. I am a month and a half into getting the stuff I ordered from the Iron Lords. And the bad part, this is our merchandise. And they're not even responding to me. So, yeah.
Solid company.
Well, I mean, it all comes down to fuck you, dude.
Oh, that's great. Solid company. Oh, shit. Talking shit
like-
about people that are.
Thanks, Husk. Thanks.
Dude, I'm sorry.
And like Klaus said, merch reviews, and a bunch of other useless shit to check out. Exactly.
Right.
And there's even a cup with the slap that ran across
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's what I want. I just
Slap
want
her
to
around, her across.
drink my coffee out of it every morning, and look at it, and laugh my
Big
ass
and
off.
tall finger gloves.
Yeah, my wife came up for a pretty good line, Wilmy, for that one.
What's that?
She said that at the very top of it, because she heard the Twitch stream where I said I got your 6, and she said you should put that at the top. I got your 6, and then you getting the shit smacked out of you, and at the bottom what Wilmy said, don't play military with me. And I was like, I could, yeah, that sounds good actually, because that's about what it felt like.
Is that night me and Ghost told you to quit trying to talk military? You just can't do it.
Yeah.
I remember that night. I was laughing my ass off. There's a reason I don't speak it.
Look, Ghost told me, hey, if you're on my 6, say I got your 6. I was like, okay. So I say it to Wilmy, and he's like, don't play military. Go the fuck away. I'm like,
yeah, Ghost got me saying that too. It's funny. There people that are like,
oh, come on.
What do you mean on my 6? I was like, you dumbass behind you.
Because Ghost is sitting there saying it the whole time, hey, you got my 6. I'm like, shit, I think I know what time that is, but you know what? I'm
my 6? Dude, it's only 4 o'clock. What are we doing at 6?
Oh, my God.
Dude,
what do you mean 3 o'clock?
That's where
Dude, it's 2.
First of all, this is Call of Duty. This doesn't require any
okay, look.
type of form of
playing with
strategy.
Leo is hilarious. Leo, where are they shooting from? I don't know. Left.
Yeah, I've never used a compass.
Leo, which one's left?
I never said I was
just
the
died.
best at that game.
Left the clock.
I'm good. Put me in Call
And
of Duty,
Jackie
I'm
Vance.
horrible.
Snake Eyes.
Thank you for the other $5 from chat. That's the issue we run into with Oddcast. Took over a month to get shirts out. Yeah, dude, they're heading 2 speeds right now: slow and stop.
Actually, and what sucks is we could pick another company, but they have some of the best products, best reviews, and also every company is running into the same problem right now. So,
Yep.
Hey, I am going to say something.
look,
about
Iron
Snake
Lord suggested them. I trust them.
What are you
Hey,
gonna say,
I am
Bomber?
going to say something what Snake Eyes put in the chat, then it got retracted. But and he's right though. Like he put in there like The Last of Us 2 looks great at 1440p than anything in 4K from the Xbox, and pretty much. I mean, I haven't played it yet. I've only seen clips, so I'm not.
Then how do you know?
So I'm not going to say I don't. I'm just saying that he said.
You said you agree.
No, but I agree that
He did, Leo.
You're a liar, Bomber.
Naughty
You're a liar.
Dog themselves have proven that they can make any of their games look better than anything on any other platform with less superior hardware. And they've done it time and time again.
Fake news.
Actually, most of all Sony's studios have done this, so it's nothing surprising. Is that they take their time, 5-6 years of perfecting their craft, and they do it well. So
God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn were
dude.
2 unbelievably beautiful games.
absolutely,
The remaster, the Last of Us remaster, was extremely good looking.
and see, I never played the original, so I don't even know what the PS3.
I did not
version looked
either.
like.
I actually
Yeah,
checked
it
out
did
the
not
original, and wow, there's a huge difference.
Yeah, there's
between
a
that and the
massive
remaster, like night and day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, completely.
But I mean, to say anything on the Xbox One X, I wouldn't go there because, like Phil even said, Red Dead Redemption 2, probably the best looking game ever. It's just boring.
Well, you know, right. Hold A for horse.
Yeah, it's just super boring. I mean, it's
So-
beautiful, but pretty.
But I'd also throw, believe it or not, a 7-year-old game into that mix. There isn't a whole lot out there. Thank you. That
Yes.
and you know exactly what
I know where you're
what I'm
going.
talking about. You knew where I was
exactly
going.
Absolutely.
Rise to date is still a looker.
Oh, it's great.
Um,
That came
it's-
out what day
Because
one?
who made
Day
it?
one.
Who made it?
Crytek.
Wait, you played
Crytek.
that for?
What's another game that has looked great?
Okay,
since
look.
it's been out?
Are you
Crytek
drunk
makes
one night?
games, and they purposely make sure that they can be then bench tested for the next 19 years.
Yeah, they were
exactly.
bitching.
I didn't figure you're drunk because you played a single player game. You know,
What's worse?
No,
is
I
that
enjoyed
game-
Rise.
you're like
that
what?
game's-
Huh?
That game is
Okay,
in
I'll play a
900.
single player.
What ain't it like 900p or some shit? Like it's not even
Yeah.
1080.
No, it's 900.
So you're
But-
looking at a 900p game that looks better than, I mean, on par.
A lot
That
of
even to like God of War, as good as God of War looks.
Oh, Cloud mentioned the A word.
What do you say? Oh, Anthem. See, Anthem is gorgeous. It
So,
just
guys, thank you for the 499 super chat. The Last of Us Part 2 is only 1440p and it looks better than any game on Xbox One X or otherwise.
I don't see that message, Leo. Where I mean, I don't see where it says Anthem.
oh, that was loud.
He blocking
He
people,
deleted it. He deleted
using his power.
But see, like Snake Eyes, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like when you have really good developers, they can take any piece of hardware and make things just look amazing, and that's where, hopefully, I mean, that's the only thing I can say is I hope that this generation we get that with Microsoft Studios. I'm not gonna say we're definitely not.
No.
I'm definitely gonna put this on 100%. Is that not every freaking studio is gonna come out with stuff that looks like real? Like no. We're going to get the flight simulator that's probably going to be one of the best show pieces of anything. It'll be boring as hell,
gorgeous.
but it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be fun to play, just to be like, holy shit, this is real. And then you're going to go play
with Fork,
freaking.
He can't fly. Just remember that.
And then you're going to go play Psychonauts 2 and be like, well,
Ain't that right, Ghost?
He's got some troubles flying.
And driving. And shooting.
Movement in general.
He's no flight.
Movement in
so-
general.
Look,
He's
I
like one of those
landed
kids
twice.
You have to watch, you know? You don't want to say anything, but you got to watch closely.
So I was going to bring this up when you bring up that next super chat. I was actually going to throw this out there.
Should go ahead.
My testicles.
I ain't touching those. Gears 5 is a fucking gorgeous game.
Yes,
I mean, is it Naughty Dog quality? It's probably close.
That's
I mean,
close.
Coalition is they're no slouches. They're no slouches.
And the thing, like you said, like, is it close? Absolutely, but it's a completely different style of game.
Yes.
So everything's going to look different, but it still looks gorgeous. You can't tell me that when you first boot up the game and you drop down the freaking hole.
Yes.
Like, holy shit! Like, okay, this is what they mean about this game. They went all out, and then 60 frames, all that good jazz. So.
Well, and you're right. It's got to do with a couple of things. It's got to do with the engine you use, which Naughty Dog has taken the engine that they've used for Uncharted and refined that thing to death to get to where they were with TLOU 2. Coalition's done the same thing. They've taken that Gears engine that belonged to, that they bought from Epic, and they have spent years refining that thing. The one, the wild card. So we get back to July. For all the bluster and the hype, they better show what the initiative's working on.
Oh, they better. They have to.
They better.
If they don't, I don't even care if it's at the very end and it's literally just a teaser of somebody's big dick. I don't really care. Like, just freaking show me what initiative freaking putting
At least
out
show
there.
us a ball or something.
Yeah, show me a little bit of a nutsack. I mean, whatever.
Big old nutsack.
I mean, Cyberpunk's going to give us that.
It's going to be an updated version of that. It's going to be an updated version of that trailer they showed in 2013 from Black Tusk.
Yes, absolutely. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, yes, the initiative has to be there regardless. Has to show something. It doesn't necessarily have to be gameplay because I understand they were brought up late. They also got their building up late, so a lot of things they just didn't have.
And they've been poaching everybody else's talent.
Dude, yeah.
So
it's like, you're done. You're done making Last of Us. Okay, come over here. You're done making God of War. Okay, come over here. Like,
I mean,
just
someone
keep grabbing them.
Someone made that video today where it went from one thing to the next thing to the next thing.
I'm
Someone
glad
has way too much time on their fucking hands because it's like,
it was solid.
That's an impressive video, but wow, you spent a lot of time making that video.
Point proven. I don't know what the point is exactly, other than
and also somebody did announce today that they were glad that whatever her name is, like the Last of Us 2 girl was the first. Ellie was the first girl to be a first-person character all the way through a game, and it's like, Tomb Raider.
No, he's a troll account.
That had to be fake.
I
was hoping so. I'm like 96, I think, was when I started looking at her kids.
Literally, his name. His name is
like
bullshit gaming or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
He's literally the same one that he posted on Twitter that The Last of Us 2's review ratings got updated to 9.1 because they dropped all the zeros, and that was fake. So he's done a lot of that. Like that's what he does. He trolls. But
Hey, Blind Impulse. Yeah, I mean, honestly, enjoy what you play. Graphics look awesome coming out and everything, but at the end of the day, if Bard's Tale or Super Nintendo or Mario Brothers is what you enjoy, that's all that matters. I mean, that's what matters.
I've been getting a lot of retro time in recently.
Dude,
I
still love World of Warcraft, and it looks like
I've been getting a lot of retro time in.
playing
Debbie
that.
Does Dallas still holds up.
I still play the shit out of Axiom
let me get
Verge,
this,
and that looks like a fucking Nintendo game. Like, it's one of the funnest games I've played in a few years. There's lots of good
Mariano,
ones.
Thank you for the $2 super chat. What's your opinion on Gears 5 visuals? I think we've already covered it, dude. I saw this pop up.
No. Well, so do me a favor, get back to The Last of Us 2. So I haven't gotten it yet. Because I unfortunately have a Twitter feed that doesn't quit. So I've got the extremes of opinion. Like, some people want to kill themselves after playing it. Some people think it's the best game they've ever played. I've actually seen people say, the more I play it, the less I want to play it. So this doesn't sound like an appetizing game for me. So Wilmy, since I know you were talking about it at the beginning, sell me on this game.
13,000 people signed a change.org to change the story.
Okay, here is the thing, man.
And don't spoil it for Captain Phasma.
I'm not, because I've already completed the game. The story is completely different than the first one, but a lot of people are complaining about an event that happens a couple hours into the game.
Right, we all know what it is. I know.
If this event did not happen, the rest of the game would be non-existent. There would be no purpose behind the rest of the game. And the story does go back and forth. You may not catch it at that moment. There's a lot of, going back, to memories.
Time
and stuff
jumps?
like that. Yeah, and they actually do, when you get closer to the end, you realize they've put everything together. All of it. It all comes together. All the time between when they were traveling across the country to get to the Fireflies in the first game,
right,
to this point, they pull everything together. It will make sense to you at that point.
So they wrote the story properly, is what you're saying.
I think so.
Okay.
At first, it is weird because you develop a love and hate relationship with the game at first, because there is a character switch later in the story. And you're like, what the fuck is the point of this? Who is this person? But you do catch on as to why they're doing it. Me personally, I like the game. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Nice. Hey, that's solid.
But
That's solid.
But there is a lot of fluff in the game, in my opinion. There's a lot of stuff in there that just really has no bearing. But I did not, to me anyway, I did not need to know the backstory of every little fucking person running around on this game. I didn't need to know all that. We got Fork over here and Bomber over here. I did not need to know what Fork had for breakfast and what that made Bomber do after he ate it.
But I do tell him daily.
I personally didn't need to know all that. But to me, it is a really good game. And as far as the whole thing with, the Christian groups, I don't get that either. This is not a Christian group that's running out around singing Kumbaya. It is a Charles Manson type cult that is in this game. And so I don't understand the correlation and all the fake rage.
I think, we've talked about it in our groups before too. Like, I think a lot of the outrage is just blatantly people are upset and pissy that it didn't go the way they had hoped. And, I've played a lot of sequels before too, where it didn't pan out like I'd wanted, but to go to the extent some of these people are going, like attacking the developers, grow the fuck up.
We're in a culture of what does Luca call it? The cancel culture.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, cancel it. If you don't agree with something, cancel it. Folks, grow the fuck up. It is when the IRS comes at me and goes, here, Wilmy, you got a $15,000 tax bill. I can't look at him and go, you're canceled. That doesn't work.
You can. It doesn't do anything.
Well, this is also
in jail for tax evasion.
But this is also my thing. This is their game. It's not our game. It's theirs. It's what they have the vision.
Okay.
It is their vision of what they want. They're the ones that write the damn thing. They're the ones that bring it out. Like, granted, it's for us, but it's what they wanted to portray. So, regardless if you hate it or love it, that's what they wanted to bring out. So,
there's another issue with this game too that we talked about. A lot of people aren't addressing the issue, and I get it's gory, but a lot of these people that are claiming it's gory, you watch other TV shows that are gory. We do not live in rainbows and kittens, folks.
Okay, wait a second.
What?
So
we don't.
So a lot of people may not know this, but I actually played The Last of Us, the first one, and if you didn't think it was going to get gory in the second one because it was kind of already gory a little bit, what the hell's your problem?
It has a dark atmosphere, and they come out saying that before.
The E3 trailers showed more gore than most games that came out.
I mean, it's the end of the world, folks. It's not going to be Jesus riding in on a fucking unicorn. That's not what the game is. It's not going to happen.
Well, I'm glad for that.
It's just not what it is. And it's so cool to play the game, honestly.
That'd be a cool picture.
You can honestly, now I want that as Wilby's new logo. All right, Graphic God, you got to make
worst graphic
on a hard unicorn.
Oh man, even us Jews would look over and go,
"See,
all right, you Christians win this one."
Jeez.
So, I mean,
you win this round, Jesus.
Look, now go Mobilon.
But you can actually shoot people's hands. You can shoot their arms.
Okay, so they do have, so you can do that sort of thing. Shoot their hand, shoot their foot.
Yeah, you can take the bow and shoot somebody's hand off, and they will lay there and scream and yell and look over at their fucking hand.
It has an incredible amount of detail.
I mean,
okay.
Right we want more lifelike games, and yet we bitch and complain when we get lifelike games.
And Titan Drago nails it. If you're complaining about gore, maybe you should stay away from M-rated games.
Yeah,
and that Titan is bringing the comment.
You know what?
You've never played Splatterhouse on the Genesis or Manhunt?
Manhunt.
How many of you played Mortal Kombat back in the day, and your mom and dad got you the Super Nintendo version because there wasn't blood?
Right.
I mean, come on.
My mom bought me the Sega Genesis and got me Mortal Kombat Ultimate.
Mike,
but it's
where's our Manhunt reboot?
It's like Leo and Blind Impulse said, people are going to complain even though they don't get their hands on the game. And then Leo said, it doesn't matter. If you enjoy playing something, play it. Life goes on. Play what you like. Right. I enjoy Anthem still here and there. There's not a lot of content, so I don't play it. But guess what? If you like it, you like it. Who cares if someone gave it a 3? You can still enjoy it.
Somebody out there still likes Fallout 76, so...
No shit. There's people
I still got people paying
those
subscription service to it.
Well, that I don't,
So I paid for 2 months on accident. Fallout 76. Because I forgot to cancel some bitch.
Yeah, I mean that's what there's people playing Fallout 76. So I mean there's
people paying $12.99 to have their own server on Fallout 76. That makes you worse.
Exactly.
That does.
Yeah. Whether or not I get the game or not, I would never judge anybody who liked it or didn't like it or anything like that.
We haven't talked
ridiculous.
about Halo yet, right?
Yeah,
only a little bit.
Did I miss it? I walked away.
Just a hair. It wasn't much. I mean, I'm still on the fence. I've got that. I'm at this age where, I don't want to be depressed.
Send you half a calendar each year.
Yes. Yeah. No, I don't know that I want to be depressed while I'm playing a game. So I don't know.
Jesus and unicorns.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, it's not really depressing if you're just killing folk like that. I guess that's my.
Well, no, I guess I hear but I mean the people that have talked about the story being
that's true.
That down, that and so I'm not sure if I'm down for that when I'm, when there's so much else to play. But I'm not one of those guys that are going to go on Facebook or Twitter and if you love the game, there's something wrong with you. No, that's dumb.
Yeah, and people, dude, have came at me on Twitter, and we all know I'm not going to listen to that bullshit.
All right, are you over 30,000 now? That's my question.
I am.
What's your number?
7 people away from having 30,000 people.
Oh, there it is.
Wow,
that's
Because
I posted screenshots.
let me
from Last of Us 2, and people are coming to troll me over it.
there you go.
Let me jump on one thing real quick.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Abaka B72. Yeah, this is the wrong podcast, dude. We could care fucking less if Xbox people. Let's address the white elephant in the room. All the people bombing Metacritic are all Xbox fans who are jealous that they will never, in capital letters, get a game anywhere near as good.
Okay, number one.
Wrong podcast.
Number one.
Yeah, wrong podcast. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, we don't.
Welcome to the stream, by the way.
If you think this is an Xbox podcast, you've never been here before.
Oh, wait a second, Wilmy, didn't you just give Last of Us 2 an 8.5?
Yeah,
I did.
Oh,
who's the guy in the middle that doesn't like the game?
yeah, the retro guy right there. He's kind of
The
weird.
retro guy that. No.
Yeah, sorry, guy. Wrong podcast. We're not an Xbox podcast.
Definitely don't delete it. 'Cause that's funny.
outta here.
I like him.
So-
I like that. I like that guy. He needs to come back. He needs to say something else.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
By the way,
I'm sorry.
By the way,
Detoured. Just that's kind of like.
that's all right. Yeah, I saw that too. But that's also, that's also bullshit too. Let's
Yes,
just,
absolutely. It's
Look,
dumbasses
people. Look, guess
regardless
what?
of
People that do it aren't Xbox players, aren't PlayStation players. People that do that are 5-year-olds that don't know what to fucking do with their life. That's
Exactly.
what they are.
They're
Exactly.
They're not gamers. Gamers enjoy a game.
Or no.
Well,
Gamers are either enjoy it or they don't, but they don't go to sit there and
not
try to go on a
trolling shit.
website to make it look like it's
Oh my
worse
God.
than it
Scientific
actually is. Like it's just
bullshit.
stupid.
I mean, okay, but
No, look, I don't. Look. I'm in the camp that there are probably a good number of legitimate reviews on that. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, there's always going to be some of that nonsense. That Amazon downvote nonsense. But I'm not in that camp that everybody that contributed to Metacritic's user score is just because they're Xbox fans that will never get that game. Come on.
I don't go by anything on Metacritic. I can care less about Metacritic.
by show of
I'm gonna
hands,
say the same
who
thing I said to
follows
Crispy
Metacritic?
today. I'm gonna say the same thing. Think about a movie
And I'm
at some point that Rotten Tomatoes gave like a fucking 10 or 20%, and you loved it.
the other guy.
Think about that for a second. Think about a Metacritic
Yeah.
score for a game that was total fucking garbage in the 70s even. And you played it and you loved the piss out of it.
Dude,
Remember that time? Remember
I
that
used
time
to-
you loved that game?
Dude, I
Boom.
used to
There
review
you go.
games. I used to review games. My shit was on Metacritic. I mean, I know Metacritic. I know that very well. It's built for it. You know what it's really built for? It's built for publishers to gauge whether or not they want to make a sequel to their game. That's the honest truth.
Yeah.
Is whether
That's
or not
fair.
they want,
I mean, if you really think about it, people
But
that
at the end of the
review,
day, you have to find out yourself, right?
But the
Yeah.
user reviews is what I just don't think needs to be on there because to me that just gives a false
I agree.
like it.
But then again, who can you dump a
You just
few
got-
bucks into pockets to make anything happen?
okay,
well, no,
look,
just look at the.
it is
the
not
I'm
that
not saying
hard.
it's not real. I'm just saying
it's not that hard to
I don't
to
watch
link
it,
your PlayStation
man.
and your
I don't.
Xbox account or whatever to Metacritic, and they can verify that you have the game. Then you're allowed to actually review a game.
That's a hair intrusive, though.
I mean, is it? At least you're getting legit scores.
I don't
There would
watch
be some way to
scores.
clean up some of the shit anyway.
Like I was telling Crispy, if you're an indie person and you're not a platform person or a fucking AAA person, and you're seeing all these fucking games and you're like, shit, I'm gonna play this one. Like Cloud, you know what I'm talking about. Like you don't have a bias going into these games because you can't have a bias. You don't know shit about this game until you fucking play it.
Well, I mean,
and
it's,
then you write your damn review on it, and that's how, like, where is that?
I mean,
in the AAA space?
How just for a second, William Lonzo, what the fuck, dude? Are you smoking? I've
Somebody
got
smoking?
to ask. I'm reading your comments in the chat, brother. This is the wrong podcast for that type of shit.
I mean, the only power of your dreams that I'm
What I
thinking of is when Ghost gets really fucking high and he's so baked that he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Cloud, tell me what a review is. Cloud,
Just an
tell me
honest
what an
take
Indian-
on something you have played. You know, that's
with something you've never touched, right? Never heard of, never seen
Well.
shit for until what? You're given a code by a
for
developer.
the most part. Yeah, anything that I've written has been first try. Like I've not touched it prior to that. Oh, and by the way, go check out my reviews. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I mean, all of us.
To Mariano, real quick. Mariano, sorry to make you wait, dude. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Came late to the stream. Did you guys talk about the Halo audio they released today? What do you guys think? In one word, my nipples are still hard, sir.
Yeah. I have pictures. I have pictures.
I was extremely excited for
Boner nipple.
Now we know that Emperor Palpatine's back in Halo.
If you play that, if you play it backwards, it's a Led Zeppelin song.
Crispy, what was his name? Starts with an A.
Hey, Albator?
God damn it. Ataxia. The leader of the Banished.
Onyx?
Starts with an A.
Asshole?
Atax or Ataxia.
Either way.
Whatever.
Atriox or something like that.
Yeah, Atriox. I'm not even.
That's it.
I'm definitely not. I'm not even a Halo person. And
Abaka said Atriox. So
Anthrax.
Just
Yeah, I
FYI, when you go to watch a video, make sure that your phone's not hooked up to the speaker that's in the room where they're operating, and then you crank it all the way up because you can't hear it. Just saying. People get upset.
What's Halo? That's a good question.
But
Leo, go away.
I was extremely.
Leo, just go away.
To see that.
This is the wrong podcast for you.
Halo is the thing that Fork will never get. Okay.
Okay, first of all, I sold that bitch. Second of all, I had
We can't be friends.
But no, like that audio.
I mean, Bomber, you're from Alabama. You have sex with your sister. Do you think you have a Halo?
Look, the audio.
Nice.
Look, the audio thing from Halo.
You've had sex with his sister too.
Hey, it was a threesome, and let me tell you, I felt the fingers from the mouth. They were that long.
I bet.
Boy. I asked for that one, didn't I?
Oh shit.
I mean, if you're gonna put it up with me, I'm swinging for the
None of
fence.
this will be on the OnlyFans, I promise. But
I'm
no,
speechless.
Like, the audio thing was freaking. That was genius.
It was
Pure
good.
Genius. It was perfect timing.
It was good. They got everybody
it's time to
riled up
start
and they're
hyping.
excited.
Exactly, and that's
Keep
what
dropping shit like that
Well,
for the
that's
next
right.
goddamn month.
Well, the
Corey
Halo
Barlog tweeted about it.
Yes, he was like,
And
"Dude,
that's
Halo." And I
what
was like,
Microsoft
yeah.
needs to do is keep dropping this stuff until
Yes.
the event in July.
Absolutely.
How
Like,
many of
they
us?
won the internet today.
I mean,
yeah,
how
no
many of
question.
us went over to our friend's house and did LAN parties for Halo? I mean,
Oh, everybody in their goddamn mother.
yeah. I busted a TV because the tailgate wasn't up and we pulled away. So, but hey,
"Dude, y'all did y'all?"
and it
ever
was
put
one of
up,
them
like-
old CRT TVs.
Hey, didn't y'all?
Dude,
ever
I did
put up,
that.
like, the
I did that
cardboard?
VPN. I did that VPN shit that you know try to set up so you could do the system link.
Oh yeah.
To.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Halo is Xbox. People can say what they want, but I mean,
It is.
that's what it is. People think Xbox, they instantly think Halo for the most part, and the fact that they played that and it gets everybody excited. So I mean, keep doing
Nostalgia,
it.
man.
And it needs to. I mean, it really needs to. That is their flagship game.
Yeah, I agree. You know, when you hear Xbox, Halo's like that. That's that fucking name you always think of first.
Well, plus also when you know, and most people do right now, know that they've funded $500 million for everything to go for this game.
Yeah.
And Husk actually put the link up for it, Philly, so you can actually hear the audio.
For the OnlyFans? Oh no. Whoops, my bad. Whoops.
And we got one more topic, and then we're going to get everybody out of here. The Farm 51 prepares for new investor amid Microsoft acquisition rumors.
Microsoft's going to be dropping the hammer on a lot of these studios, I feel.
I think this would actually be a good pickup because, matter of fact, Cloud, I even turned you on to one of their games, Chernobyl Light.
Yeah, I got to play that still, actually. But I've watched a lot of videos since you told me about it, and it looks really good.
Oh, dude, the game it's one of my favorite PC games right now. Steve.
There you go, Ghost. Someone
I'll have
likes
to
you.
check it out down the road.
Amazing game. So,
All right.
yeah, there is a rumor that
Glad to see Bomber
Farm-
Sisters around.
the Farm
Always
51
a
is
pleasure.
being purchased by Microsoft.
She's got a tongue like
Oh,
Bomber.
wow.
I mean, okay, so does it shock anybody? I mean, they keep buying studios, and it's not that big of a deal. I mean, didn't
plus,
somebody say they're going to have
wasn't it-
like 20 studios or
It
something?
wasn't Phil's anniversary not too long ago as well, so he probably got an extra, bonus to say, "Hey, go buy some more." Not just kidding.
You're
Like,
probably
go buy
not
it.
wrong.
Go buy WB Games. Like go do that.
Fuck it. Go buy Sony. Whatever. Just come back with something.
Go back with something.
But what is besides this Chernobyl Light? What is Farm 51 really known for?
Oh, there's a few different games. Let's see. I just blocked this William fucker. He's making my damn feet hurt just reading his comments. I'm telling you, dude, don't do drugs.
We have
I kinda
3
want what he
downvotes. We
has.
have trolls. We're growing.
He's on something.
Don't do
Yeah,
drugs.
Ghost will split his shit.
Because I'm here.
Right?
Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
I'm going. Yeah, don't do
Look,
drugs.
there's a couple things you need to know. If you're going to do drugs, make sure you do the same dealer. Because it's
Yeah.
always bad. Like we
Yeah.
played with Ghost
It's
one night, and
always-
he's like,
it's
"Hey,
always
my
bad.
dealer was out, so I tried somebody new," and he got so baked that day.
It was
No.
an interesting time.
I don't know. I read the list of potential studios that Microsoft might buy, and the one that makes the most sense to me, honestly, is Techland.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Because
I'm
of
actually
their
I'm actually
involvement in
surprised they
Gears.
have not bought them yet.
I know. Well, that could be the Poland one that everybody was talking about too.
I would
they
love
actually,
to see that.
They actually
That makes
handled Chernobyl Light, World War III, and also handled The Witcher back in 2007.
The original
was a
Witcher?
good
Oh,
game.
shit. That's right.
How
I
did
knew that. Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that. So that was pre
Crytek.
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red. Sorry.
Yeah, Crytek. Yeah.
So there's some.
Look,
I
it started
got
the
some talent
goddamn
there,
sea.
Rise of the Witcher.
Rise of the Witcher. Wait, I think that's
Rise
a
of the
porn.
Witcher.
I feel like that's a porn.
That's a porno. I've seen it. Let me tell you, there's no werewolves. There's a lot of doggy.
Yeah, I mean Dying Light. I love Dying Light. And
Dying
the
Light
second
was a
game-
great game. I've actually played it like a couple months ago. It's still a good game, and it's what?
Oh, it is
7 or 8 years old now.
Aren't
Yeah,
they bringing out the
they-
second one?
You want
supposedly?
to talk about a scary ass game when the sun went down?
Oh, dude, the sun went
Dude.
down. I'm like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah, that is, and you hear that screaming
Oh, shit,
coming
I
at
didn't
you.
realize I was on.
Leo, you're on.
I looked over, I was like, ah, raccoon.
I'm back.
Back
Mm.
again.
Tell a friend. Back again.
All right.
Back
Yeah.
again.
Yes,
Back,
they are.
years
That
back.
is supposedly who they're in talks with, and maybe they will buy the company making the media.
So what's this hill thing you guys were talking about?
Go away.
We're not
Are you
getting
talking
it.
about like the angel thing? Is that what we're talking about?
Oh my god.
Look,
Yeah, sure.
yeah,
No.
yes, yeah.
Microsoft's buying Nintendo. That's what we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
know
Reggie took over Nintendo and now is selling it to Phil because they're buddies.
No, Microsoft is buying GameStop because Reggie is no longer.
Oh,
at
that's right.
GameStop.
Right.
Well, I'm just saying he went back to Nintendo because he's like, why not? I since I'm
Yep.
on the board of GameStop. I
Oh,
figured-
just so you know, Husk, I've never played Left 4 Dead. I just mentioned it because I remember you talking about it when you first started.
Remember that time GameStop wanted to be a publisher?
Yes. I
Good
remember-
times.
Actually, I do remember
Good
that.
times.
They had that
Insomnia-
bunny
and
game.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Insomniac actually made a game for them.
What was it? Oh, God.
Into the Deep or some shit.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
the
a Little Mermaid.
That was
game.
like Little Mermaid Disney kind of, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was strange.
Sebastian
Actually,
the Crab was the main character.
I just realized I can play Left 4 Dead now. Shit.
Yeah.
I played the first
But
one, I think.
we have got to get everybody out of here. We have ran over.
We're alive.
No.
That's what happens when you have me on your show, man. It's
what
always
happens when you have a
3-hour
good time.
escapade.
Yeah,
this is fun,
everybody
man.
got 3 hours tonight.
And I got to turn around and do it again tomorrow.
Song of the Deep was what it published.
Song of the Deep.
That's it.
Sounds
Song
even
of the
worse.
Deep. Song of the Dead.
All right, so Ghost, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Hey, thanks for everybody coming out and supporting all the shenanigans and whatnot that we have go on, and the just honest opinions on what goes on in gaming and whatnot. You can find me on Twitter, Xbox, PlayStation. I gotta switch some numbers and shit. Yeah, that's not important. Just
got all these numbers and shit, dude.
Numbers are bad. Okay.
I don't know.
Numbers are bad. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you guys have a good one. I'm gonna fucking get out.
Yeah, there he goes. Hey, that's a lot.
He's like, fuck you all, I'm out.
All right, and Cloud, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Hello. Did I
Hi.
mute?
Hey!
Sorry.
Hey, Canadian, hey!
Hey,
What's going on, you fucking hosers?
what's up?
No,
fucking
thanks
hoser?
everybody for coming out tonight. That was a lot of fun. You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. Shut up, Leo. Twitter, Connected86. Also, yeah, I just jumped back into writing reviews. I've been putting them up on our website as well as Seasoned Gaming. So go check them out. I had to get that in there. So go read them. God damn it.
That's right.
That's it.
All right, and now we are going to move you out, and we're going to bring back the Alky.
The alcoholic. There he is.
All right,
What's up, fuckers?
tell everybody where they can find you, sir, besides laying beside your toilet.
Who the hell is that?
You can find me places, typically Twitter at ACS_Husk, Husk GBR until I hit that 100 mark on YouTube, and I'll change that dirty little bitch. Yeah, fuck you all. I was happy to be here. I wish we could go another hour, but I'll see you next week.
What the fuck? How are you happy if you say fuck us all? What the hell, man?
Hey, I'm happy
Come
to
on,
fuck
dude.
you all on a weekly basis.
I told you.
Goddamn trash
that
pandas.
restraining order on his ass, didn't I?
Goddamn corn husking mother.
Told you we should have got that restraining order. Told you.
Too late now.
Oh no, it's not too late.
It's too late.
No, it ain't. See, here's a mute button, bitch. Ooh.
Oh.
But anyway, Bomber, tell everybody where they can find you, your fingers, your sister, and your Green Monte Carlo.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll kind of go backwards. The Green Monte Carlo you can find at my parents' house, rusting away. You can find my sister, I guess, wherever you can find Fork Leo and Ghost. Also, you can find
What?
me on.
I didn't do it.
On the old Twitter at HRBomber1414, on pretty much every other gaming platform at HRBomber. As far as the fingers, they do stay on the hands. They may be inside things, but that's on my fans only page. So we'll be getting that up shortly, as well as other things we'll be getting up. So we're good. But yeah. Other than that, thank y'all.
Stay posted.
Yeah. All right, Fork. Tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Hey, everybody, you can find me Forkboy_gaming on Twitter and on Twitch. I will be streaming this weekend from Trovo.live. The link is right here. Come check us out. I don't know what we'll be doing, but we'll be doing something. Wilmy is also there. We streamed there tonight. And, yeah, it's always a blast. Always fun. I actually enjoyed coming on, even though I was late. But, yeah. Come check us out this weekend. It's always a blast, always fun. So
Yeah, and actually, I'm not sure how stable that system's going to be, dude. I've had to restart the stream over there a couple of times tonight.
Really? Okay.
That's a good sign.
It is true.
I mean,
It is
Solid.
So,
it is Mixer Light, so
yeah.
Solid system there.
Yeah, it's new, so I mean, why not, right?
I mean, they
It
may be
is in
actually,
beta.
they could be freaking out because of all of a sudden this huge.
Yeah, because I mean, Yeah, since Mixer told him to bend over and pull a bomber, they just they had to get something going quick.
What did Fork just put his OnlyFans site up?
Yeah, and Michael, tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Well, first I want to say thanks, guys. This was a lot of fun. I don't get to lay it out there like that on my show. We're a little more buttoned up than this. I got to go take a shower when I'm done. So
yeah, you may need to. You definitely don't want to infect anything else.
Watch my ass.
And you know what? I got to give a shout out to Fork because I don't how I figured out who any of you are. One day out of the blue, Fork Boy said, "Hey, follow this guy Stinger," and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" But then all of a sudden, all these people started, and it was like, "Say something nice to him while you're doing it." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while, so
no, but you know what? But it was really cool, and I'm glad because it kind of got me to meet a few new people and stuff like that. So,
awesome.
Yeah, so thanks. And thanks for having me on tonight. You can find me on the worst social media platform out there at Stinger NLG. YouTube is the original Next Level Gaming. We have a show on Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Is nothing like this. I'm sorry, guys. But
no, it's a lot more.
So what? Are you saying we're a bad influence? I'm kind of hurt.
Is your podcast gonna fall apart? Are you gonna show up to your own podcast without a shirt?
Can I do that? Wait, is that an option? I just want
I have yet to be slapped on my own podcast, so there is that.
Okay, first of all, that shit hurt.
Behind you.
It looked like it did.
Dude, that fucking hurt so goddamn bad.
I really feel like he's going to have to go wash his shirt after this.
I mean,
you don't need to stank from here to go there.
Just to watch this floating arm, and if you play this show last week in slow-mo, it's even funny. I'm sorry, Fork.
Okay. Okay. Do you know how bad it is? I got multiple DMs asking if I'm all right, if I need a place to stay. I even had a couple people ask if there's abuse in my fucking house, and I'm like, are you like blink if I'm okay? And I'm like, first of all, if I'm getting abused, I'm not fucking talking to some random person.
Right. I'm gonna do a long tweet on Twitter.
I'm going to go talk to Wilmy and be like, Wilmy, I'm moving in. No, you're not. I'm already here, motherfucker.
I'm just going to spread the truth.
Oh, my goodness. So
Master D, if you stay around for more than 4 hours, don't call me. I don't care.
Look, all I got to say is those Viagra commercials, they cracked me up. It's like, if you're aroused for 4 hours, if I'm aroused for 45 fucking minutes, I'm going to the hospital.
Oh,
right.
Dude, I'm 40 years old, but like, something's wrong.
Anyway, come check us out. We got a good crew on Thursday nights. I do. I really have. I've got a fantastic crew. We do a bunch of different stuff. Retro, a little bit of indie stuff. Then we just talk games and shit and have a good time.
They run a great ship over there. It's.
Did you actually just set up an OnlyFans?
No. Yeah.
No.
Great show.
No.
Go check.
Thank you.
Oh my!
There's nothing bad there yet.
I'm clicking it now.
Until we get fingers.
You know what I love is Bomber says don't click it, and now he's like, I'm clicking it now. I'm clicking it now.
You may as well have said don't. You may as well have said click it. Like,
there shall be something
there.
Here soon. 30 minutes.
Look it be free.
You set it up 36 minutes ago, man.
Motto.
That's gonna be rough. I would not click that link, folks.
Don't lick it. Wait, what are we talking about?
I already did.
Oh, you already.
We'll click it so you don't have to.
There it is.
I'm already subscribed, man.
Shit, I'll tell you that now. No, I'm good.
Doritos.
There's a lot of things I've seen in my life, and there's some things I just don't need to see. And that's
he has seen my nipple.
Indeed.
The very
God, the stream didn't start yet.
Oh, I know we're a bad influence, Paul. Trust me. I know we're a bad influence. And that's not a bad problem to have, actually. So,
not really.
By the way, dick pics are going out tonight. If you get one, feel lucky.
Yeah, feel lucky. Feel loved. You're loved at that point. If you don't get one, you're not loved.
Lucky.
If you get a finger, you're super lucky.
That's true. That is true.
You get two.
If you get the finger. Now, if you get 2, that's something else.
No, winner, chicken dinner.
Finger licking good, you know. Yes.
Can you? Never mind. I don't want to say that.
Nope.
You were already going there.
Put that one in your backpack.
Nah.
Save it for next week.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think that's everybody. I've covered you fucking right. Well,
Leo didn't say his thing though.
nope, you're right. I got to bring Leo in. Bye, Husk.
Leo is in.
Leo is here.
I have been here.
Leo's right there.
He's been ignoring me, so I just keep
You just kicked us just because.
Okay, you're back. Out.
Hey, Husk, how's it going?
Tell the chat bye.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm standing completely still, so you can't see me. I'm invisible.
Look at his face.
Wait, hold on, let me kick us. I gotta bring Leo in. Fuck that motherfucker.
Well, I have got 3 different devices running here at the same time, folks. I'm trying to keep up with
Leo.
That's right. I'm so quiet. I'm invisible.
Do it, Leo. Come on. Do it. On your outro. Come on, Leo. On your outro. Do it.
Your only outro.
You can find me at Leonidas 1084, Xbox, PlayStation, and now PC, Steam, and that. Thanks for everyone coming out. Yes, trash cans too. Don't forget about that. I got them marked. Got to make sure people know where my shit is.
He pisses off.
And everyone have a good night. And Wilmy, where are you?
Come on, Leo.
He fucking rocked it, dude. That was amazing. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but there's more, and he's holding out on us. Son of a bitch.
Go ahead.
Come on, Leo.
Come on, you can do it.
2 seconds.
You
I don't
can
know
do
what the
it.
fuck you're. Oh,
Wilmy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cover
Oh my dear God.
Come on, do it for the new guy.
Leo! There is Leo! Woohoo! Leo!
I want your shirt. Mine's broken. It's got a hole in
Okay,
it.
you can shut it back off. You're ugly as shit.
Okay.
Oh, that is a fucking
Wow.
Fucking love Leo.
Love you, Leo.
I got a dick pic. I got a dick pic.
Okay, I'm sorry. You are the happiest person I've ever sent one to. Usually I get, that's not what I was expecting.
Oh, that's exactly what I was expecting. That's why. If you'd have sent me something else, we'd have had a whole different conversation.
First of all, I'm longer than that. I'm offended.
Kid has already been sent to the local police department. So,
Jesus
warrants are heading
Okay, Wilmy, your turn, man.
Yeah, Wilmy, where can they find you?
Leo looks like Fork.
What?
Where can they find you, Walter?
I'm
White?
sexy, goddammit.
Right, 'cause my shirt.
Of course, you can find me on every single gaming platform in the universe. Just look up Wilmy Hood. You can find me here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock with all these idiots that I'm surrounded by. You can find me on Twitter and Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and whatever this new setup system is. Blah blah blah.
Toro or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Trovo.
Tarzan, Trovo,
Torvo.
Yeah, you can find
Everywhere.
me there. Yeah, you can pretty much find me everywhere. Just type in Wilmy Hood into Google. You'll see all kinds of amazing, crazy shit.
Make sure you type Wilmy Hood correctly.
What did you do? Never mind, I'm not asking. I don't want to know.
I spelt Dick Hood. I'm sorry. I didn't spell it right.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway, that's yeah. But unless anybody has anything they want to add, Michael, I thank you for joining us tonight, sir.
Oh, this is a
Thanks
pleasure.
for coming out, Mike.
Yeah, Michael, thanks
thank
for
Yeah,
you, man.
this really was. I had a great time, guys. I had a great time.
And
That's
that
what matters, bro.
exactly why we do it. Even though I had some asshole tell me that our podcast was terrible because it shouldn't be funny, it should be all about video games the whole time. It's
Gotta be serious, Wilmy.
You know, there's like 9 of the podcasts that I can think of that you could go visit if you wanted serious. One sitting to the right there. Iron Lords, Dealer. I mean, yeah.
I was on RDX last night. It's not always that serious.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
It was a good show, actually.
We
Well
do
done,
joke.
sir.
You know, they do joke around and play around. So
Yeah.
but
If
there are
if you want statistical data on how fast the SSD is going to be in the PlayStation, that's not this show.
masturbate to the Mark Cerny deep dive.
Man, everyone thinks I'm related to you now, Fork.
Yeah, no, I don't like this.
I don't either.
He's your son. He's your long lost son.
I don't like this at all.
On that note, thanks everybody for hanging out with us, and we will see all you fuckers next week.